in my way.
Yeah, I think it's going to get worse if you scoop down that much more.
This game is being streamed by 852FX on iHi.com because of the Verizon 4G LTE hotspot. Thanks to the Verizon wireless connection, 852FX has streaming services where a landline will not reach. Now, 852FX offers streaming broadcast as well as edited team videos and player profiles.
This place about to blow.
Hello, Bearcat fans. This is Michael Bennett coming to you live from the campus of Atherton High School in Louisville, Kentucky. The Bearcats achieved their first goal last week by defeating the Shawnee Golden Eagles by a score of 37-0. This week, they're out to make it 2-0 and are ready to fight for that on the home turf of the Atherton Rebels. Tonight alongside me is what Coach Green considers one of KCD's greatest athletes, a 1996 graduate that went on to graduate from Center College, who then came back to help in the early years of Coach Green's 9-year tenure. Brian Winslow, welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
I appreciate you coming tonight, filling in for Jeff Holbrook, who's not here this game, but will be back with us next week. Brian, since you are a graduate of KCD and
Yes, long
you
time.
know Tim Green pretty well,
Yes.
tell me about your experience at KCD when you were there in high school.
Well, I got to coach with Coach Green when his first 2 years here, and I was just really amazed at how good of a coach he really is. I mean, he is just so great with the kids and just so great with the X's and O's, and he brings on, obviously, great people with him. So he's just a phenomenal coach and a phenomenal person.
Absolutely. I had dinner with my father tonight, and one of the things that we were talking about is all the talent he does bring. I mentioned it last week with all the past, not just high school players, but also Division I players that come in here to help them. I mean, it's phenomenal for a school this size to bring in that much talent to help our players out, and it shows on the field.
It really does. It really does. He's upgraded quite a bit. There was, actually, Pi Cherisika.
Coming from you, so you're cutting yourself down there, huh?
Pi Cherisika was actually on staff. He'd been on staff for quite some time. I think up until last year, I want to say, and he played at Wake Forest. So he was definitely somebody that had skill. And then Blake Rowland, who's now at Tennessee, he was he played at Middle Tennessee State. So
sure.
There was still, even that first year. And then, of course, my brother, Darren Winslow, was a D3 player at WNL. So,
oh, terrific.
So there was some. I was actually the only one that wasn't really a college player. But
that's too bad. But you went to a good school.
I did.
You graduated from Center College. Now, talk about your life at KCD. Tell me about your experience not only in the athletic program, but also as a student there.
Oh, KCD's a phenomenal school. I mean, it's the only school that would allow me to play 3 sports. I mean, I was a decent athlete. I would have had a hard time, playing one sport at some of the bigger schools, and KCD allowed me to play 3 sports, and it's just a great place for guys like me that are decent athletes and can play all 3 sports. Or I played football, basketball, and baseball, but it allows for kids to play multiple sports.
Absolutely, and that's great for the students at KCD, because you drive on campus, you see so many fields that are full of kids out there, student athletes that are playing field hockey. In fact, we're going to have the head coach of the girls field hockey team at halftime for our Bearcat at the halftime. And then you've got soccer that's going on at the same time. Of course, we had Jason Bell last week as our Bearcat at the halftime. Great guy.
Yeah, he did a great job.
And a brand new 5th grade math teacher there at school. But you see every field being utilized, and it's the campus is constantly got commotion going on, which I think is just fantastic.
It is. And I went there when I graduated in '96. I think it was a few years afterwards that they started to do all the reconstruction and they upgraded all the fields and then they got the new high school and then recently opened up that new the art
the new theater.
The theater, yes,
which is beautiful.
It's amazing,
yes.
And they've just upgraded that facility and it is just top notch.
Well, hopefully one of these days we'll be able to add on to the football field. That's what I'm kind of getting anxious for. We'll put some locker rooms down there and put some stands down there and a permanent concession stand. But that might be a subject for another day. But
sure.
KCD's 1-0. They took care of business last week.
They
beating
did.
Shawnee 37-0.
Yeah, they did.
The team. When I talked to Tim this week, Coach Green, he said the team did well executing at times, but need to get better. He saw what he expected for the first game, and it's important to get better from last week's game to this week's game. So talk about some of the statistics that really stuck out from last week's game, Brian.
Well, I think, obviously the passing yardage, 267 yards passing, the quarterback is something special.
Robert Schultz.
Yeah, Robert,
yes.
I was out there with him yesterday and got to throw the ball with him and saw them practice, and he just throws the ball with such ease. And then, they ran the ball. They didn't run the ball too much. Let's see. They had a limited amount of attempts, but still ran for 166 yards. So, they were able to run and pass, and that's going to be key today. I think they're going to really need to run the ball well to open up that passing game.
Well, I think one of the reasons when I talked to Coach Riscotti this week, and hopefully his dad, Mike Riscotti, down in Gainesville, listening to us again this week. Mr. Riscotti, I'm looking forward to you. Coach Riscotti said you're coming up here for hopefully the Holy Cross game. I'd like to get you up here and speak to us for a little bit.
Yeah, we'll need you.
But Coach Riscotti was telling me that reason they didn't run so much is because Robert Schultz was getting a little too much rush. And although the line did a great job of blocking, there was still a little bit of rush. So we're going to see, again, the same offensive scheme as we did last week, whereas you're going to see balanced offense. You're going to see maybe a little more passing this week, a little short 2-yard outs, and some running as well. But a few of the guys there on the offense, Tommy Staferi, he made a great run after a little 2-yard pass. And I'm looking forward to those as well. So you're right, we do have a strong quarterback, but we got a fantastic receiver, a great receiver out of Khalil Wilson.
Definitely. And the running game, they've got some great, fast runners, and that's going to be important today as the game goes on.
Well, it looks like we're getting ready for the coin toss. The captains for the Kentucky Country Day Bearcats.
9, 55, 54, and 42.
Are number 9, Robert Schultz, a 6'4 junior. Number 42, Nick Gorman, a 5'11 senior. Number 54, Cam Sample, a 6'2 junior. And number 56, Collier Clay, a 6'1 junior. And the captains for Atherton Rebels are going to be number 7, William Pelton, a 6'1", 195-pound senior. Number 3, Connor Stonecash, a 5'9", 165-pound senior. Number 2, Eric Mann, 5'10", 165-pound senior. And number 42, Jack Algier, a 6'1", 215-pound senior as well. So we're going to take a break right now, Bearcat fans, while they play the national anthem. We'll be back for the kickoff. Kentucky Country Day Bearcats against the Atherton Rebels.
You're watching a live broadcast on IHI by 852 FX. Be ready, fall in, game on. 852 FX. Be ready, fall in, game on.
All right, Bearcat fans, we're back on. Live coming from the campus of Atherton High School in Louisville, Kentucky. This is Country Day Bearcat Football 2011. Tonight's game is being sponsored by Kentuckiana Commercial Property Management. Thanks to Kevin Sample. He specializes in full-service management of all types of commercial real estate and has for 20-plus years an experience with commercial real estate finance, leasing, sales, and management industry. He can tailor any kind of menu of services to meet any type of need. So give him a call. Kevin's office line is 502-479-3449. Again, that's 502-479-3449. And his mobile number is 502-817-4048. 817-4048. Thanks to Kentuckiana Commercial Property Management and Kevin Sample for sponsoring this broadcast of Kentucky Country Day Football. Well, I apologize, Brian. For some reason, I had in my mind you went to Center College, and unfortunately, you had to go to IU. So
yeah.
That's a shame, because really speaking high of Center College, and now you went to IU.
I know. There were a lot of great KCD alumni that went on to Center. Actually, Chris Prugar was one of the kids that I got the opportunity to coach when I first was coaching with Coach Green, and he went on to Center. So you're not too far off.
Well, I'm sure you had a great time seeing Bobby Knight throw chairs or any kind of
I was there through all of that.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Well, I tell you got to admit, he was a great and still is a great basketball coach, and he turned into an announcer, as we all know, on ESPN.
Yeah.
But, we're watching the Atherton Rebels run out here in the middle of their band, getting ready for football. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see who won the coin toss, but any route, I can assume that anytime Country Day wins the toss, this is one thing that Justin Rascotti told me. Coach Rascotti said, we want the football at the start of the game. We want to make a statement.
Yeah.
We want to get that ball, move it down the field, and be the first to score.
Yeah, I was really, really impressed with watching him run the offense yesterday at practice. I mean, he just has such a grasp on what he wants the guys to do, and the guys are really responding well to him.
Well, we're going to take a quick break before the kickoff. This game's being brought to you by Kentuckiana Commercial Property Management and Kevin Sample. We certainly appreciate it. More with Kentucky Country.
You're watching a live broadcast on IHI by 852 FX. Be ready, fall in, game on. .852 FX. Be ready, fall in, game on.
Tell me when. Welcome back, Bearcat fans. Again, this is Michael Bennett coming from the campus of Atherton High School in Louisville, Kentucky. This game is being brought to you by Verizon 4G LTE Mobile Internet. as well as 852 FX Sports video and live streaming and ihigh.com. I believe the Bearcats are going to be kicking, so we'll be seeing David Holtgrave, number 25, come out, take the ball and make the kick.
I was watching him in practice yesterday. This kid has got a leg on him.
Well, I take it back. Maybe we're not. We might be receiving. Yep, we are receiving the ball. So
we must have won the coin toss.
That's right. So kicking off for the Atherton Rebels is number 2, Eric Mann. He's a 5'10", 165-pound senior. Obviously from here in Louisville, but awaiting the.
Looks like we got Jordan Duff and Keith Miller in the deep for the Bearcats.
Seeing the Atherton Rebels go in motion, it looks like they might try an onside kick.
Adam.
It's over the head.
Oh, he's got open field.
Keith Miller's got it. He's got a long way to go. He's only got one player to pass. Oh, what a great tackle. Gets up to the 50-yard line. It'll be marked on the 42-yard line of the Atherton Rebels. That tackle is by number 2, Eric Mann.
Looks like the Rebels tried to pull a little trickery, but didn't cover that backside.
Thank goodness it didn't. They were prepared and able to pick up that ball. And I tell you, the special teams was able to make some great blocks out there and give a huge hole. Out comes the offense. We've got Robert Schultz, who's under center, waiting the snap. Got 2 wideouts, 1 on each side. Big run right there. He's running out to the 30-yard line, tackled by number 11, Breeden Lacer-Hallback, who's a 6-foot junior.
That was just a great off-tackle run right there by Isaiah Brents.
Isaiah is a great runner. Every time I've been out there seeing him practice, Brian, he's fast.
He's got some wheels on him.
He certainly does. So big gain right there, gain of about 20 yards. Well, just under 20 yards. The ball's going to be marked on the 31-yard line of the Rebels. Robert Schultz is back.
It's a little shotgun look.
2 out to the side. Now we got trips out to the side. It's going to be a pass. He's rushed a little, and unfortunately overthrew it a little bit. But
I think we're going to see a lot of him rolling out in practice yesterday. He did a lot of rollouts from left to right, and either way he goes, he can throw the ball on a line.
Absolutely. That was intended for number 23, Jordan Duff. He's a sophomore, 149-pound, 5'8", running back. Boy, he's another fast one. That's one of the things that Justin Riscotti was telling me, Brian, is that they are fast. That's probably the fastest receivers they've ever had in Country Day football.
It really is. Well, the first year that I was coaching, that we didn't quite have the speed that they have today.
There's a penalty flag on the play. It was a run. Run by number 4, Isaiah Brents, 5'10", junior.
False start on the Bearcats.
Yeah, that's a shame. They had a pretty good run there, some good blocking, but when you start early, that's usually why you have a big hole.
Yeah. I like to see that they are, getting those runs early in this game.
Absolutely. Well, that takes the ball back to the 35-yard line of the Atherton Rebels. 2nd down, 15 to go. Robert Schultz is back in the backfield. Number 4, Isaiah Brents is back there with him. He's got tripped out to the opposite side. Lone receiver is number 32 on my side, Keith Miller. It's a pass complete.
Great pass, first down.
It's a first down. Gets him all the way down to the, looks like it's about the 13-yard line. Another great play, big gain, and they're taking control of the offense right in the beginning.
They are. They're doing a great job of spreading the offense. Well, they're getting their runs, first of all, and then, when they need big yardage like that, they're spreading them out, and, Robert Schultz is doing a great job of rolling to his right and just delivering a perfect ball.
That first down is brought to you by Verizon 4G, LTE mobile internet, and hotspot. Again, we certainly appreciate these guys coming out here and doing this game for us live so that everybody can see it across the country. We even had an email last week from Switzerland.
Oh, really? Bearcat Nation. Bearcat Nation is global.
Well, it wasn't that big of a run. Unfortunately, goes for a loss of about 1 yard. Was that Isaiah Brents that had that run there? I missed, Brian, who that was.
I did not get a chance. I didn't catch him. I think.
Well,
I didn't catch him.
One of the other big runners they've got out there is a guy by the name of Nick Gorman. And his mother, Tammy, told me I need to have a shout-out to his grandmother, Mimi. Charlene Gorman and his aunts Cheryl and Denise down in Monterey, Louisiana. Oh, there's another pass for Robert Schultz. Only one got touchdown, ball. Bearcats.
Perfect ball.
What a beautiful pass. That was back to number 88.
That's Khalil Wilson.
You got it. That is absolutely my favorite receiver. Beautiful pass, as you can see there, Brian. Nobody else could catch that except Khalil.
It just dropped right in the basket.
Unfortunately, he was called out of bounds. So,
well,
a little too much excitement right there, but it's third down now.
It was a great play nonetheless.
Absolutely. Third down, about 12 yards to go with 9:56 left in the first quarter. Robert Schultz goes out to the side. He's ready to pass again. It's going, just a little bit overthrown. Again, down to number 88, Khalil Wilson. Khalil Wilson, he certainly is some kind of receiver for us. He's a junior, 190 pound, 5'11". But again, it goes back to that speed again. You saw the separation there between the defender.
Yeah, he was. I think he had him open, but just a slight overthrow.
And to kick a field goal, it's going to be about a 34-yard field goal. David Holtgrave, who has a 1.5 feet. Just off to the right-hand side. Rebels will take over. With 9:42 left in the first quarter, this is Bearcat football. We'll be back in a minute. All right, Bearcat fans, we're back in live from the campus of Atherton High School. Atherton takes over.
Before the break, I was just going to say that was a pretty good drive for the Bearcats. Moved the ball well, really had some guys open, almost had that touchdown. He just stepped out of bounds. And then in the end zone on third down, he just slightly overthrew him, but he was open. So I think that's good. That's a good sign for things to come for the Bearcats.
Absolutely. One of the things that Coach Matt Jones was telling me this week is that Atherton runs a wing T football, which is very popular. It's a misdirection offense that can be really hard to stop. There's a lot of motion going on.
There is, yeah. It's. I think we're going to see a lot of running out of this squad. I'm not sure how many passes they had last week, but I think out of the wing T you're going to see a lot of just smash mouth football.
That tackle was by number 54, Cam Sample. Cam, I tell you what, have you been standing right next to him? He is an athlete. You know he's a football player. Yeah,
I mean, it's amazing the quality of athletes that Country Day has this year.
He's back to pass. Just missed him. There's a pass. It's incomplete, thank goodness. That rush to the receiver was our defender, number 32, Keith Miller, who's a senior, 5'10", 172 pounds. It was intended for number 11, Breeden Lacer Hallback, who's a 6', 165-pound junior.
A lot of good pressure there by the line too. Ben Rice got in there, gave the quarterback some chase.
It's now fourth down, 4th and 5 for the Rebels. The ball's placed on the 25-yard line with 8:25 left.
Looks like Jordan Duff is back to receive the punt.
Jordan's 5'8", 149-pound sophomore. He's got it. He's running. He just got away from tackle. He cuts, going up the 50-yard line. He's at the 45, at the 40. He's at the 30. Going on down. He's hustling down there. What a run by him. He's gone down to 10, 5, touchdown Bearcats. What a run by the Bearcats.
What a great run. What a great run. They had
Absolutely.
a lot of chances to stop him, but he just kept on going.
Well, he just kept those power legs. This is one
Yeah.
of the things we talked about last week with Jeff Holbrook. He kept those legs moving. He kept his head up going towards the end zone. He knew where he was running, Brian.
Yeah, no doubt. He, in practice yesterday, I mean, I was just so impressed with the speed and agility and power. I think that one of the things from last year is these guys have gotten bigger and stronger, and it's amazing what how good a job that these guys do in the weight room, just getting stronger and faster.
Absolutely. Number 25, David Holtgrave Jr. is in for the point after attempt. His penalty on the play. The point after attempt is good, but I believe
offsides.
Atherton, it's going to be offsides. Offsides, Atherton Rebels. So I'm sure we'll re-kick this. But you're right. One of the things that they have improved, Brian, is that their workouts. I mentioned last week they have a new club that is named after the 2010 seniors called the Club 10. And where the players dedicate themselves starting in January, if you can believe that.
No, I can.
And the linemen, only a few players were able to succeed with this Club 10, and it's really starting to show. So here we are waiting for the snap.
That was one of the things that I was so impressed with when Coach Green came on board, is that he stressed the off-season workouts and how important it is to continue those workouts and really extending that football season to an all-year commitment.
Absolutely. That's a great point. And so now with the Bearcats leading 7-0 over the Rebels, 8 minutes, 2 seconds left in the first quarter.
This game is being streamed by 852FX on iHi.com because of the Verizon 4G LTE hotspot. Thanks to the Verizon wireless connection, 852FX has streaming services where a landline will not reach. Now, 852FX offers streaming broadcasts as well as edited team videos and player profiles.
This place about to blow.
Yeah. But then at halftime,
What?
at halftime, I'm not. There's nothing. Or you're going to interview somebody.
I'm
at halftime.
interviewing, yeah.
I'm going to go get some stuff if you want anything.
Are we on yet?
I believe we are.
That's all right. We're back live. As you can tell, we're still trying to get through these kinks of broadcasting here.
Oh, what a
But,
great
what
hit.
a great tackle by number 4.
Number 4 is Isaiah Brents. Great tackle by Isaiah.
The ball is going to be placed on the 23-yard line of the Atherton Rebels. Atherton takes over with 7:56 left in the first quarter. It's 7-0. KCD Bearcats leading.
That was one of those great hits. He had his head in front in the perfect position. When I was being taught, that was called hearing the ocean. So you want to get your ear right next to the guy's belly button. So
I like that. I haven't heard that one before.
he definitely heard the ocean on that one.
I don't know if I'd want to be at the ocean right now with that Hurricane Irene
Yeah.
going on. So
Yeah, there's
that was a run by number 3, Connor Stonecash.
there's a lot to be worried about out there. Hopefully, anybody listening out there is safe and well.
Got about a 4-yard gain there. It's second down 6. Ball is placed on the 27-yard line of the Atherton Rebels. Defense is ready. Center's under huddle. Hands off. Oh, great tackle right there. I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage or not.
I don't think so. I think he lost a few.
And a host of Bearcats tackling him.
Yeah, just a great job of gang tackling. Once he came up to the line, he was met by, I believe, 8.
Well, you had 72, Denny Fortney right there.
Like you said, a host of Bearcats.
Yeah, he actually lost a yard there, Brian, so it's now third down. Ball's placed on the 26-yard line. Third down, 6 to go. Quarterback's under center. He's back to pass. He's rushed, and it's incomplete. Intended for number 42, Jack Algar, who's a 6'1", 213-pound senior.
That was a pretty good job of coverage there. Jordan Duff was right there to make the play if he had caught the ball.
Well, Jordan Duff's playing everywhere. Now he's in the backfield, waiting this punt by the Rebels. The Bearcats will take over. It's still the first quarter, 6 minutes, 41 seconds left.
It's good to see that the Bearcats have recovered after they had a great first drive, didn't convert,
Yes.
but now they've come back, have scored, and then stopped them again. And it looks like we've got a penalty.
Number 2, Eric Mann.
We might have too many men on the field.
That's looks like illegal participation by the Atherton Rebels. So they had too many men on the field, so they're going to back it up 5 yards. So that puts the ball back on the 21-yard line. Still remains 4th down. 4th down and 11.
Jordan Duff standing on about the 51-yard line.
Eric Mann's back there to punt for the Rebels. Ready for another big run back. Not a bad punt. It gets out to about the 40-yard line.
Ooh.
Duff lets it land.
It's a good decision. Good decision by Jordan there to get away from the ball.
Yeah, he had a lot of guys waiting for him to pick that ball up.
He thought about it.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Ball's going to be placed on the 49-yard line of the Atherton Rebels. Going to be 1st down, 10 for the Kentucky Country Day Bearcats. With this, we're going to take a break. No, we're going to stay right here. All right, guys. Anybody want to have any shout-outs? We're going to do that again this week. Send your emails to MTB. That's M as in Michael, T as in Thomas, B as in boy, the number 4, UK at insightbb.com. MTB4UK at insightbb.com. And we'll take a break with that. Bearcats 7, Atherton Rebels 0.
During Watson's Big Summer Clearance Sale, get 40 to 75% off on new and floor model outdoor casual furniture sets. Complete 5-piece cast aluminum dining sets are priced as low as $4.99. Outdoor deep seating and wicker groups from $6.99. Get huge savings on beautiful home theater seating groups priced as low as $8.88 during the Big Summer Clearance Sale.
Only at Watson's.
We have all the fun.
All right, Bearcat fans, we're back on. This game's being brought to you by Kentuckiana Commercial Property and Management. Give Kevin Sample a call. We certainly do appreciate him sponsoring this week's game. He can be reached at his office, 502-479-3449. 502-479-3449. He specializes in full-service management of all types of commercial real estate and has for 20-plus years. John Schultz is back under huddle. Under center. Ball's placed on the 49-yard line. It's a fake. He's out to pass. Oh, just overthrew it to number 23, Jordan Duff. Just couldn't reach up and catch up. A little too high.
Yeah. You know, Robert's got he's come out. He's probably really excited about this game. He's just a little bit amped up right now, and I think as the game moves on, he'll definitely calm down and put some balls right where he needs them.
Well, that's one of the things Coach Frascati was telling me is that they had this problem last year. They get first couple of series, a little nervousness, get out of there, and then they come out, have a big second quarter, then come out after the halftime third quarter, and they're back to that rusty period again.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is that Robert has such a great arm.
Oh, beautiful pass. Oh, just overthrown to number 88, Khalil Wilson. A little bit out of his hands.
He's got such a great arm that sometimes on those short passes, he's got to make adjustments and he's got to, give a little touch when really what he wants to do is let that ball go. And sometimes that can be difficult.
It certainly is. I mean, he certainly makes it look easy, and so do the receivers and the running backs make it look easy, but it's not quite that easy, especially when you're out here in this kind of heat. And I tell you, we've got a beautiful night here. We can see the sunset out behind us in Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm just glad, again, I'm not there down on the coast of North Carolina, South Carolina. We are thinking about those people down there.
Definitely.
So, Robert Schultz is out to pass. He's got it. Oh, again, just a little overthrown to number 88, Khalil Wilson. That's a shame. I thought.
Yeah. Well, Robert just needs to calm down. He'll make those plays. He's just, he's frustrated right now and just making some overthrows right now, but he'll calm down and make those plays.
Well, one of the things they like to do, they script actually their first 8 plays when they get out here at the start of the game. They know exactly what 8 plays they're going to make. And unfortunately, I think they're still scripting, and it's just not happening for them. So you do see a little bit of the nerves. KCD's punting the ball. Ball's placed on the 49-yard line of the Atherton Rebels. Oh, it's a beautiful punt. I don't know if it's going to be returned. I don't think so. The Bearcats are going to down that ball right there just inside the 24-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Atherton Rebels on their own 24-yard line. With 5 minutes, 57 seconds left in the first quarter, it's 7-0 KCD Bearcats. Came out here the second series, had a beautiful run for a touchdown.
Again, it's going to be important here on defense to stop them. They've had a couple of series where they could have done a better job of moving the ball, but they were stopped. And it'll be important now to stop them on defense.
Well, one of the things that Coach Jones was telling me is that this is a little bit better of a team. They did get beat pretty handedly last week. This big run there. Tackled by number 42, Nick Gorman. He gets about a 9-yard gain there. He places the ball right there on the 33-yard line of the Rebels. It's going to be good for a first down.
Yeah, Khalil had a chance there to bring him down, but just came in a little bit too hot. Wasn't able to wrap him up.
Unfortunately for Atherton, they were beat by Oldham County last week pretty handedly, and KCD beat them last year 49-0. So, but one thing that the coach here at Atherton, he's done well as he's brought back football. That's Coach Kenneth Walker. He's done a nice job bringing it because this is a big school. They've got 1,400 kids here.
Yeah.
And they've done a great job.
Yeah, I think
you got the meat right there that just made those tackles. Number 42, Nick Gorman. 54, Cam Sample. And number 72, Denny Fortney.
Yeah, I think that the first year that we played Atherton was my senior year.
Was it really?
We played Atherton, and I remember coming out and thinking, man, these guys are, they have the numbers and they're big.
Yeah.
But we ended up, I think we beat them 46-7. So,
oh my gosh.
It's one of those things that once we got out there, and if you've got the game plan together, then you can make good things happen.
Oh, it's a crisscross. Run by number 20, Dylan Thomas. He gets a gain of about 3 yards. Ball's going to be placed on the just outside the 40-yard line, almost 41. It's going to be 3rd down, 3 to go with 4 minutes left.
That was a great job by Nick Gorman to make that play.
Oh, absolutely. I know his Mimi's listening and watching from Louisiana. Hope they're doing well. I sure could use some crawfish about right now. Number 1, Atu Mason, who's a 5'8", 150-pound junior, ran that ball. Defense did a great job holding. Only got a gain of about 1 yard. So now it's 4th down. It's going to be a decision here to see what they're going to do. Number 7, William Pelton, comes over to the sideline to confer with his coach to see what happens.
Looks like they're going to. Yeah, looks like they're going to try to run it.
Yes, they are. Come on, defense, get down. 4th down, 1 to go. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Country Days winning 7-0. That's a shame. Number 72, Danny Fortney, called offsides.
That's something that you always have to watch out for. That was, when it's 4th and short, you always have to, and you're going for it, you always have to watch out for that, hard call to try to draw somebody offsides, because at this level, the defense can't come back over the line. So once they cross, it's a penalty.
Well, he did a nice job. So he got number 7, William Pelton, under center, takes the ball, hands off to number 1, Atu Mason, and he's tripped up.
It's like a fumble.
Is there a fumble? There is a fumble.
And I think the Rebels got it back, though.
Rebels did recover. Ball's going to remain on the 49-yard line. No, he got a gain of about 1 yard with that fumble. So it's going to be 2nd down, 8 or 9 to go.
Good job by the defensive end, Ben Rice, did a great job of containing there and making that running back try to cut back up inside, and he just slipped and fumbled the ball.
Well, great pursuit as usual by those guys. They move not just up and down the field, they move sideways. Quickest I've ever seen them before. He's being rushed. Oh, he's tackled. I can see, thank goodness, number
Good
72,
pressure.
Denny Fortin, he's making up for his mistake a couple of minutes ago. Great tackle there. And
Looks like Ben Rice is in there again.
Yeah, number 70, Ben Rice. Ben Rice is 174-pound, 5'10" junior at KCD. Catching their wind a little bit. A lot of these guys, as you know, as you played both sides of that ball. So
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it. It's
Well, with
hard.
that many numbers, you've got to play both sides. And really, I really enjoyed playing both sides of the ball because, you don't have that time where you're sitting out and getting cold. I think it's a good way to stay in the game and keep warm.
It's going to be a pass. Oh, he's got him. Great job by Nick Gorman, number 42. Great job. I'm sure Mimi's real proud of him right now making that fantastic sack. That takes the ball all the way back to the 41-yard line. It's going to be 4th and long for the Atherton Rebels with 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the first quarter.
That was a fantastic play. Mimi, thank you very much.
That's right.
We
We'll keep giving you those shout-outs, Mimi, if you just get us some crawfish and po' boys. That's all we would like to have about right now. It's 4th down.
fumble
Rebels.
snap.
Oh, missed snap there. He fumbled it. He's down by number 34, Joey Ballback. He's a senior, 5'9", 178 pounds. So the Bearcats are going to take over. Short field.
Yeah.
Ball's going to be marked on the 29-yard line of the Atherton Rebels.
Yeah.
55 seconds left in the first quarter.
Hopefully the Bearcats can capitalize on this opportunity. They've had some a couple of series where they struggled, and let's see if they can't put one in the end zone here.
Last week, Atherton lost to Oldham County on their first game, 56-0 in their first outing. One of the things that's a little different, it's a run play. He's going down. He's going down to the 5-10. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Isaiah Brents.
Isaiah, I tell you what, he moves those legs. Great touchdown. That's the way to punch it in and really take over this game, Brian.
Yeah, no doubt. He got through the line quickly, and then once he was in the open field, he did a great job of stiff-arming the safety and taking it in for a score.
Number 25, David Holtgrave, comes in for the point after attempt. 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Well, I like this. Going up 13-0. Oh, we got a little problem. Looks like the irrigation system has come on. I don't know if this is a bit of a delayed tactic by the Atherton Rebels, but might feel good. I don't know, Brian.
Yeah.
You feel it. I see one of the KCD Bearcats is running through it.
Looks like Jacob Corey is over in the sprinklers right now.
That tells you
Cooling
we
off
have
a little
smart
bit.
team. We go to a tough school academically. I wish they can get that irrigation going off up here. I'm getting a little hot.
Yeah, it is. It is a little warm up here.
About
There
high
we go.
91, 92 degrees up here in Louisville today, if you're not from the Louisville area. We've got our first home game next week against Wagner, 7:30. We'll be here on ihigh.com, 852 FX.
Wagner, that's an interesting matchup for the Bearcats.
Yes, it is. David Holtgrave with the kick. Point after attempt is good. And now the score is Kentucky Country Day Bearcats 14, Atherton Rebels 0. We're going to take a break. 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Come back for more.
We just won state.
We're going to Disney World.
It's an invasion. It's an invasion. It's an invasion.
It's true time.
It's an invasion. It's an invasion.
KYA loves KFC.
We're back live, coming from the campus of Atherton High School in Louisville, Kentucky. Brian, one of the things that is really nice as we're waiting for David Holtgrave to make the kickoff, the Bearcats only have really one injury. Now, you can call one other one. Joey Ballback, 5'9", 175-pound senior, received a severe thumb sprain last week in the ball game against Shawnee. Oh, what a beautiful tackle.
Great tackle by number 34, Joey Ballback.
Well,
great
obviously
tackle.
his sprained thumb is not that injured,
Yeah.
but that was really the only injury received last week's game at Shawnee. And then Isaiah Brents, who's a 5'10", 190-pound junior, played last week, but he received a high ankle sprain in the scrimmage the week before and in some practices. So the only bad part about a high ankle sprain, which I know a lot about, is that the only way you can get rid of them is just with rest.
Yeah, it really is. I had bad ankles all through playing sports at Country Day. Luckily, never had a high ankle sprain. I always had the just rollovers. But yeah, the high ankle sprain it's just something that you just have to rest.
There's a flag on the play. I'm assuming it's going to go against Country Day. No, I take it back. It's against Atherton. I'm not sure what the call was.
Might have been an illegal shift.
The ball was returned to the 16-yard line. It was 1st and 10, but we're awaiting 5-yard penalty. The ball is going to be placed on the 11-yard line. Oh, did we decline it? No, we didn't.
No. I need to brush up on my referee calls. I'm not sure what that call is, but I think it was some sort of illegal shift or lining up.
Number 7, William Pelton, 6'1", 195-pound senior, is the quarterback for Atherton.
Bearcat, go ahead.
Go ahead. That's right.
I was just going to say that the Bearcats need to be awake for a pass here. 1st and long. Rebels have a lot of yards to make up.
That's going to be the last play of the quarter. I don't think he made any kind of gain there. Tackled by a host of the big beef up in the front line. That's the end of the first quarter. Kentucky Country Day, Bearcats 14, Atherton Rebels 0. We'll be back with more football. 2011 Bearcats right after these messages. Missed the first play of the series. Starting the second quarter, Atherton has the ball on their own 14-yard line. Got a gain of about 1 yard. It's now 3rd and 14.
They tried to run a little off tackle on Emilio
Zayas. Emilio Zayas.
Yeah, I want to make sure I get these names right. Emilio Zayas made a great tackle on the running back.
This is Emilio's first year here. He's a sophomore, 5'7", 220 pounds. And one of the things that, one of the things that Coach Green was telling me, Brian, is that they had a segment regarding Coach Green on the news. Mm-hmm. Emilio's father saw this segment, recorded it, and showed his son Emilio, because his father, Mr. Zayas, was so impressed by what Coach Green has going on here at Country Day, all the staff and talent within his staff. He wanted his son, without saying it, I'd like you to go to Country Day.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the reasons why this program is where it is today, is because Tim Green has brought the right coaches on. He's got the right, attitude towards these kids. He's got the right discipline, and he also is loved and respected by his players. And you put all that together, and you're gonna build good football teams.
Yes, you are. Oh, it's going to be a sack. He's brought down to about the 5-yard line.
Looks like number 60, Michael Stocker, and Ben Rice again on the play.
And Joey Ballback was back there as well. I tell you, those guys, they can get back there quick, get it tackled, and be done with it. So it's goes for another big loss. It's now 4th and long. In fact, number 2, Eric Mann, who's the punter for the Rebels, is back in his own end zone. Back for the Bearcats is number 23, Jordan Duff. Hopefully he can pick this ball up and run it into the end zone. It'd be fun to watch that. He's got the snap. Not a real good kick, but I kind of think he did that intentionally. It's going to be down by the Rebels by number 20.
That might have been, that definitely might have been an intentional. It's probably a smart play by them.
Oh, absolutely.
To kick away and not give him a chance to run the ball.
Absolutely. Well, we've got 10 minutes, 32 seconds left in the second quarter. Bearcats are winning 14-0 over Atherton. One of the things that Coach Jones was telling me this week is that they didn't have any film on Shawnee, so it was tough to say, okay, how do we prepare for this team? They had to go from, times before, but they did get a lot of film with Atherton, so they were able to prepare this week a lot better. They feel a lot more confidence as far as what their game plan is this week over last week's game.
Well, Coach Green is excellent at game planning and getting these guys ready to make the plays.
Schultz is out the pass. He's got somebody in there. Oh, it's a great, just out of his hands. It was intended for
Jacob Corey.
Number 84, Jacob Corey.
Would have been a great play by Jacob if he had been able to pull that in, and it was a great ball.
Yeah, he really laid out for that one. It's going to be second down. Ball remains on the 38-yard line of the Rebels. Second down, 10. 10 minutes, 25 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Just as a reminder, at the halftime, I'm going to be interviewing Amy Cherasica.
Amy Cherasica.
Who's the head field hockey coach of the Kentucky Country Day varsity field hockey team. So I hope you're able to stay with us and listen to Amy talk about the field hockey.
I played with her husband, Pi.
Oh, did you?
When I was a freshman and sophomore, he was a junior and senior. He went on to play at Wake Forest.
Number 4, Isaiah Brents with that run. No gain on the play. Tackled by a host of the Atherton Rebels. Not only do we want to thank the Country Day Bearcat fans that are out there, as you said, Bearcat Nation's out there, we also want to thank the Atherton Rebel fans that are listening to us live. 852FX and iHigh.com. We certainly do appreciate those guys taking care of us again this week. We'll be here for several games. Robert Schultz back to pass again. He's got number 88, Khalil Wilson. He's going down to the 10-yard line. He's tackled just inside the 10. Looks like he's about the 8-yard line.
Got a flag
Maybe
on the play.
We're getting into the groove. Oh, we've got holding against the Bearcats.
Yeah. That play right there, it looked like they were setting up it was an option kind of screen that he could have gone to, thrown the screen or throw it downfield. And it looks like we have a little holding, or it might have been a legal man downfield too. Did you see was it a holding call?
It was holding.
Holding.
Yeah, it was definitely holding against the Bearcats. So, unfortunately, that's going to be a 5-yard penalty, or did they decline it? No, they're taking the penalty. So, it's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah.
Takes the ball back to the
That's tough.
49-yard line of the Bearcats.
That was a great play, great throw, and great catch.
Well, you hate to see the penalty, but you like to see the completion, even though it's not counted in the statistics.
Yeah.
But maybe we can start getting our confidence going. 9 minutes, 30 seconds left in the second quarter.
Yeah, a lot of times, I remember when I played way back when, that a lot of it does have to do with feel. So just getting that rep right there, hopefully will pay off for the Bearcats.
You got the Twins on the opposite side. Roberts in the backfield, waiting to pass. Oh, he's got a deep pass down to number 32. Keith Miller, just out of the grasp of his hands. It was a beautiful spiraling pass, but unfortunately goes incomplete.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. He was open, and it was one of those plays that that would have been a great catch. It was a great throw all around, but just couldn't quite make the play.
Well, last week, my first game doing this and watching this team from start to finish of the ball game, this week being my second time, the part I love the most, it's an exciting offense.
Yeah, it really is. They really spread it out.
It's now 4th and 20 for the Bearcats. Back to punt is Robert Schultz, number 9. Oh, a beautiful high kick. As high as the top of the, down by number 32, Keith Miller. I don't think he was watching. It's a penalty against the Bearcats for a legal touch of the punt there, unfortunately. But it was a beautiful high kick.
Yeah, it really was.
By Robert.
A great kick.
That obviously is going to be accepted by the Rebels. .8:57 left. Bearcats are winning 14-0.
And really could be up by more. I mean, they've had some opportunities to go up. Just weren't able to convert on a few plays that really would have been game changers, or at least would have given us one more touchdown.
Absolutely. And you're seeing a little more talent this week, even though the score doesn't show it from last week's game, and the score doesn't show it 49-0 when Bearcats beat them last year. But, yeah, you do see a lot more numbers. The coach here at Atherton, as Coach Green would say, has done a fantastic job. Great job bringing on all the players that he has. Over 50 student athletes out here on the sidelines for the Rebels. So, obviously, their talent level is going to grow.
Yeah, when you have a pool of kids like that to pull from, that's that's important. That's been one of the challenges that Country Day's had in the past is, pulling from just such a small number of people.
Yes.
And it's just amazing, the job that Coach Green's done is getting not only, pulling great talent from the pool he's got, but really getting more kids from the pool he has as well, and really making football something that the kids want to do.
Another beautiful high punt. It's down. By number 20, Dylan Thomas. He's a 5'9", 165-pound junior.
One of the things that Coach Green did when he first came was he to create this atmosphere and this culture of football is, he came up with things like the tunnel, and he has the rock. So he does all these things to build tradition at the school, which has been phenomenal in just building the program. I mean, those are kind of the things that outside of just the kids themselves and developing the kids and the players and making them bigger, faster, and stronger, but really developing the program as a whole and really doing things necessary to make that football program grow.
That was a counter play by number 20, Dylan Thomas of the Rebels. Gets a gain of about 2 yards. Puts the ball out on the 37-yard line. It's now 2nd down 8 for the Rebels. Host of Bearcats were able to make that tackle. Again, you see these guys, Brian, not just one, not just 2 players making the tackle. You're seeing all kinds of players make that tackle. Nice slowdown right there. Tackle is by number 33, Tommy Stafari.
Yeah, that's really important to your point to make those gang tackles. It's
yes.
One thing to put for a kid to be in the position to make a tackle, but a lot of times it takes that team effort to bring a kid down, and the more helmets you have on the ball, the more likely that that kid's going to go down.
Rebels get about a 3-yard gain. It's now 3rd down 5 to go on their own 40-yard line. Number 7, William Pelton, under center, waiting the hike. There's going to be a timeout on the play. Third down, 5 to go. With that, we're going to take a break. Thanks to Verizon 4G LTE mobile internet and 852 FX Sports Video and Live Streaming and iHigh.com. This is Bearcat football. Bearcats winning 14-0 over the Atherton Rebels.
9 seconds.
Third down, 5 to go. Awaiting the start of the play. It's third down, 5 to go. Ball's placed on the 40-yard line of the Atherton Rebels. Hope you stay with me at halftime. Again, at halftime, we're going to have another Bearcat at the half. It's going to be Amy Cherasika, who's the head field hockey coach of the girls field hockey team at Kentucky Country Day. I look forward to speaking to her for a few minutes. I hope you'll join us. Atherton takes the hike. He's back to pass. He's being pursued. Just missed him. He's out there. Cam Samples there. Unfortunately, he's got a first down. Nice run. Nice little scramble.
Yep. Yeah, not a bad job there. The quarterback was able to break contain and get on the outside and make a nice run. But Nick Gorman was there to make the tackle.
Yeah, you definitely see with this offense, which Coach Matt Jones was telling me, when you run that wing T football offense, it sometimes keeps the defense on their heels, and they have a tough time. Okay, is he going to pass? Is he going to run? And definitely. You get a good quarterback out there, which this guy, number 7, William Pelton's not a bad quarterback. He can scramble.
Definitely. He made a nice run there.
He's back to pass. He's being rushed. Oh, it's going to be, I can't tell. Oh,
in and out of the hands.
Missed it.
Looked
almost
like Jordan
had an interception.
Duff. He
Number
would love to have that one
is
back.
That Jordan Duff?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan Duff again.
Just one of those plays when he tipped it, the ball was right there, and he just wasn't able to grab it, pull it in.
Jordan's a 5'8", 149-pound sophomore at Country Day. Did a nice job. It's now second down, 10 yards to go. Ball's placed on the 46-yard line of the Rebels.
We've been talking about how the Bearcats had a few series where they struggled on offense, but really you got to credit the defense. They've done a great job of holding the Rebels to, not many yards. They haven't made – that was one of the first downs. I'm not exactly sure I think that was their first down that they've made. And,
I believe you're right.
And, you got to give the Bearcat defense a lot of credit here to hold these guys.
On the defense, number 54, Cam Sample, makes all the calls. Oh, great tackle! Nick Gorman's got him. It's a fumble! He recovers it. They've got it on the 35-yard line. I think Country Day has it, Brian.
The Bearcats are going to have it. That was a great job by Nick Gorman. Contained the man, wrapped him up, and then went for the strip.
He's got it. First down, Bearcats. They take over on the 35-yard line of the Atherton Rebels.
That's just a fantastic play.
Yes, he pursued. He got out there as quick as he can be, and I can tell you the reason why we hadn't jinxed him. It's because of his knee.
He is playing the game. He's playing the game for you.
That's right.
Fantastic play to pull that ball out of that guy's hands.
What a play. I mean, just as fast as he can get out there. Now this is what we need to do. We're up 14-0 over the Rebels. 6 minutes, 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Robert Schultz is in the backfield waiting to snap.
Watch
for
him to
trips
roll
out
left.
To the far side.
Ooh, run play.
Nice tackle right there. Oh, fumble right there.
Good tackle there. It was fumbled, but recovered by Ben Rice.
Who recovered that, number 76?
Ben Rice.
Oh, Ben Rice, number 70.
Ben did a nice job of covering that ball up. A lot of times when they're in that formation, they'll have him sprint out towards the receiver, the trip side. That time they ran a counter back to the other side. Didn't quite work.
I didn't see it, but there was a penalty on the play there against the Atherton Rebels. It's holding against the Atherton Rebels. Waiting as the officials confer where they're going to place the ball.
The Bearcats,
Offense is ready to go.
Bearcats aren't going to wait. They're ready to go.
It's a 10-yard penalty. It's going to put the ball right there.
Well, that was
spot
a
on
big,
the 22-yard line
big break
of
for the Bearcats right there.
Robert Schultz.
Puts him at first and 1 yard.
Robert Schultz goes under center, waiting the officials to start the game.
This is a good, on first and short like this, you might see a couple of passes out of Robert.
Well, why not? I mean,
Yeah.
you do. You have 3 downs to play with. Why not do it? The lone back is number 42, Nick Gorman.
It's a first down.
It is first down. First down,
10.
Bearcats. This first down is brought to you by Verizon 4G LTE mobile internet. Boy, he was rushed right there. Robert Schultz was by number 25, Juwan Jones, who's a 5'8", 165-pound sophomore. Boy, he got in there quick.
Yeah.
He wasn't given any time, Brian.
Gave him a big hit, but sometimes when I played, I kind of like getting hit every once in a while. It makes you wake up, makes you more alert for the next play. Robert Schultz looked like he took that just fine, popped right up.
Roberts in the backfield waiting for the snap. It's a pass. It's caught. Oh, just off the hands. He was rushed by number 1, Atu Mason, 5'8",
Almost made a
155-pound
fantastic
junior.
one-handed catch.
Well, it looked like he wasn't too happy about
Yeah,
it.
he might
Looked
have-
like there was some interference out there by the Rebels.
Yeah, it looked like he might have had one of his arms kind of tied up, but no call.
It's now 3rd down 10. Ball remains on the 25-yard line of the Rebels. 6 minutes, 12 seconds left in the second quarter. Bearcats are winning 14-0. Robert Schultz is in the backfield. Nick Gorman alongside him. Closest to us is Khalil Wilson. He's in motion. It's a pass again. He's got plenty of time to run there. Oh, Khalil Wilson.
It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, rolled incomplete. Nice rush there by, it looks like number 22, Eric Andres. He's a freshman. So unfortunately, we didn't get the move ball too much. I don't know if Coach Green and Coach Riscotti will be too happy with that at half and watching the film after the game's over this week.
Yeah, that's definitely a series that you want.
I like this. David Holtgrave, who's got a 1.5 feet ready to kick it. It looks like it's going to be just off to the left-hand side. No good. Rebels will take over. But that's okay. I mean, it's still early in the season.
Yeah, disappointing series, but those are the kind of series that you learn from. They'll definitely have some things. Coach Green and the coaching staff will definitely have some talking points.
They certainly will. That's one of the things we're going to do this year as a segment before one of the games, and talk to Coach Green about what happens during the week to get prepared for a football game. Tell us a little bit about what y'all did when you were one of the assistant coaches with Coach Green.
Well, when I was an assistant, usually what we do is on Monday, it just kind of depends, but Monday you would have a lighter practice. You would maybe go half pads, kind of go over, the game plan for the week and get your guys, back to health. Tuesday is really the day that you hit it hard. You usually would do a lot of hitting on Tuesday, do a lot of defensive work and do a lot of, scrimmaging type situations. And then Wednesday again, you would have maybe more of an offensive day. You usually split them out into, choosing one day as offense focus, one day as defense focus. And then Thursday, obviously, you kind of reel it back a little bit and just do some walkthrough and really just get your game plan set for the game on Friday.
No gain on that last play. It's now 2nd down 10. Ball's on the 25-yard line. That tackle is by number 42, Nick Gorman. Saying that name a lot tonight. He's just had a great game. It's a run.
Another good defensive stop by the Bearcats on 2nd and long.
Yeah, and I tell you, it's again those big beef players back there. Number 34, Joey Ball back in there, as well as number 70, Ben Rice, and also Denny Fortney, number 72, on that tackle. Gets a gain of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down 8. Ball's now on the 22-yard line. 4 minutes, 34 seconds left in the half.
I got to be around Gary a little bit yesterday, and he is a great athlete. One of the things that I've just noticed, I mean, there's so many athletes at every position. It's just really, really a strong team.
It's a run play. The trap. Tackle was by number 60. Michael Stocker. Michael Stocker out there.
Michael Stocker.
He had a good gain for the Rebels. He got a gain of about 6 yards. It's now 4th down, 1 yard to go. Ball's on the 29-yard line of the Rebels. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left.
That quarterback's coming out. It looks like they might go for it again.
I think so. I don't blame them. They're down 14-0.
Yeah.
Defense has been somewhat successful so far.
That is true.
Keeping Robert Schultz on his feet.
That is true.
It's another run. Oh, a great stop. Great stop by the defense. Joey Ballback with that tackle. He just manhandled him.
That was a big hit. You really like to see that when 4th down comes around. Those are the things that can really, really swing the momentum to your side.
Absolutely. Bearcats are going to take over. Ball's on the 29-yard line. It's 1st down, Bearcats. This first down is brought to you by Verizon 4G, LTE mobile internet, and 852 FX Sports Video and live streaming, and iHigh.com.
I think this is a really important series for the Bearcats. You know, they've had some struggles, and now they've got the chance to go up 3 touchdowns before the half and really get the momentum going their way going into the locker room.
Schultz hands off to Isaiah Brents. Looks like he got about a 4-yard gain there, Brian.
Yeah, that was a great run off tackle. Made a nice cut to the outside. Picked up about 4 or 5 yards.
Ball's going to be placed on
4 yards.
Rebel 25-yard line. Only 2nd down, 6 to go. 3 minutes left in the first half.
Anytime you can get 4 or 5 yards like that on 1st down is that's a good play.
Absolutely. Got 2 receivers out here closest to me. Number 23, Jordan Duff, and number 88, Khalil Wilson. It's going to be a pass by Schultz. He's open. Khalil's got it. He's down to the 5-yard line inside, almost into the end zone. It's going to be placed on the 3-yard line with the 1st down Bearcats.
That's what I think, everybody's been expecting from Robert. You know, he made a nice rollout, put the ball right on the numbers, and then Khalil made a great catch there over in the corner.
It's 1st and goal for the Bearcats. That 1st down is brought to you by Verizon 4G LTE mobile internet.
Now what we're probably going to see is some runs, maybe to milk the clock just a little bit. Or actually, you know what? I don't think so.
What are you talking about?
I don't think so. I think the Bearcats are going to want to punch it in and get the ball back.
Absolutely. Well, that's not a bad point, too, when you got a kicker like David Holgrave. Yeah. He hadn't been on spot tonight, but he can be.
Yeah.
Number 42, Nick Gorman's got it. He's going in for a touchdown, Bearcats. Oh, power run right there. You see those legs go right through that line. Yeah. Nobody could stop him there, Brian.
Yeah, really impressed with him yesterday in practice, even though, it was no pads, but I could tell that kid can run the ball. And he's one of those types of runners that he's going to get those tough yards up the middle and, really bowl some guys over to get in the end zone.
Number 25, David Holtgrave's in for the point after attempt. With 2 minutes, 5 seconds left, Bearcats are leading 20-0 over the Rebels.
And now I think that they can. I think that they've got some timeouts to burn. So I think you are going to see the Bearcats trying to, save some clock and maybe get the ball back for another chance.
It's good. And now the Bearcats take a lead, 21-0 over the Atherton Rebels. Let's take a break. This game's being brought to you by Kevin Sample and Kentuckiana Commercial Property Management.
During Watson's Big Summer Clearance Sale, get 40 to 75% off on new and floor model outdoor casual furniture sets. Complete 5-piece cast aluminum dining sets are priced as low as $4.99. Outdoor deep seating and wicker groups from $6.99. Get huge savings on beautiful home theater seating groups priced as low as $8.88 during the Big Summer Clearance Sale. Only at Watson's.
We have all the fun.
We're back live. Bearcats just kicked off. David Holtgrave kicked a beautiful kick. Nobody could return that. Goes in the end zone for a touchback. Atherton Rebels will take over on the 20-yard line.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a lucky bounce. I think it bounced about the 2-yard line, but then bounced into the end zone.
A lot of luck going our way right now.
Yeah, we'll take it.
2 minutes, 5 seconds left in the halftime. Bearcats are winning 21-0 over Atherton Rebels. And don't forget it, fans, at halftime, we'll have Bearcat at the half. She's going to be Amy Karasika, the head field hockey coach. Talk about the 2011 season, because that's one of the big sports we've got, obviously one of the most successful sports we've got at Country Day, and a rich history, which I'm looking forward to. A conversation with Amy. It's going to be a sack. He's got him. It's still being pursued. Oh, great. I don't know how that guy escaped from him, Brian. Well, but he was tackled by number 78, Emilio Zayas, and number 54, Cam Sample.
Well, I'm sure that Coach Green is going to have some words for some of those guys
that have words.
Yeah, he's going to have some. I mean, Emilio did a great job of taking him down, but there are a few other Bearcats that missed a few tackles that they'd like to have.
Yeah, but I tell you, I know Coach Green wouldn't like to hear me say you can't get every tackle, but you certainly try. But the part that's positive, it did slow him down enough Emilio and Cam could get back there and really put him down, because it goes for a loss of 2 yards.
Yep. Yeah, no doubt. And that goes back to your point of a lot of people on the ball, a lot of the gang tackling. That's why it's important right there, because if somebody is there to make the tackle and they don't, then you've got some other teammates there to pull them down.
Well, 1 minute, 56 seconds left in the first half. Rebels have the ball on their own 18-yard line. It's second down, 12 yards to go. I tell you, it's still hot out here.
It might not be as hot out here. It might be just hot in this box. We're in the hot box.
Got a lot of hot air in this box.
Yeah, definitely.
Number 7, William Pelton, quarterback for Atherton. Waiting the snap. He's in the backfield. He's ready to pass. He's scrambling. Doesn't have any men open. I tell you what, that was a great job. Pass ruled incomplete. It was intended for number 11, Breeden Lacer Hallback, who's a 6-foot, 165-pound junior. One thing that was nice there, Brian, he didn't have anybody to throw to. They were all being defended.
Yeah, definitely. It was a great job of defending the receivers, and the other important thing is it stops the clock. I mean, here we've got a third long
point.
and a minute 50 left, and the clock is not running.
Well, one thing I mentioned last week, we've got a 21-0 lead. I'm hoping we can get some of the other players in. Oh, crazy! It's ruled! Intercepted! He's going in! Touchdown, Bearcats! Who was that? Number 22, I believe. No, number 32.
32, Keith Miller.
What a fantastic job. He had that ball eyed the whole time. He watched the quarterback's eyes and ran it all the way in, 20 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah, really did a great job of reading the quarterback, stepping in, making the catch, and then just taking it down the sidelines to the house.
Well, you're right about the time. They should have let that clock run out a little more. Minute 38 seconds left in the second half. We're taking a lead of 27-0. David Holtgrave's in to kick the point after attempt. And he boots it. I mean, he could have booted that ball 40 yards out and it'd been good. Bearcats take a lead 21-0.
Yeah, that's a big momentum swing right there. I mean, you don't even get a chance to punt the ball, and you switch, you return it, you get 6, and then now we have another chance to score with a minute 38. You never know what could happen.
Well, we're going to take a break. Bearcats are winning 28-0 over Atherton Rebels. This game's being brought to you by Verizon 4G LTE mobile internet. Come back for more Bearcat football. 1 minute, 38 seconds left in the half.
During Watson's Big Summer Clearance Sale, get 40 to 75% off on new and floor model outdoor casual furniture sets. Complete 5-piece cast aluminum dining sets are priced as low as $4.99. Outdoor deep seating and wicker groups from $6.99. Get huge savings on beautiful home theater seating groups priced as low as $8.88 during the Big Summer Clearance Sale. Only at Watson's.
We have all the fun.
Welcome back, Bearcat fans. 1 minute, 38 seconds left in the first half. Bearcats just intercepted a beautiful pass that goes in our way. Runs it back for a touchdown. And I tell you what, that's just another, what do you mean a little luck there, Brian? 2 times in a row is not luck. That was
is true.
perfect.
That is true.
That ball cannot be run back by anybody.
That is a good point. I didn't realize that he was trying to actually hit it on the goal line and then for it to go in the end zone.
Yesterday in practice, and you were watching the practice of him kicking the ball yesterday. My gosh. You did graduate from Country Day, right?
I did, barely.
I'm
barely.
beginning to question it right now.
I think I did. I might have to check the transcript.
Well, keep in mind, you did go to IU, so.
Another IU dig.
I'm just having fun.
I'm having a great time.
Well, I appreciate you being here. I tell you.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love Bearcat football.
How can you not? I mean, this is exciting. It's going to be a run play for the Rebels. Gone for a loss. It looked like number 84. Was there a fumble on the play? I believe there was. Bearcats are going to take over. That tackle was by number 84, Jacob Curry. He came through there and got that ball. Bearcats are taking over. I'm in total shock. Ball's going to be placed on the 15-yard line of the Rebels. 1 minute, 31 seconds left in the first half. Back out comes the offense, Brian. If we can't get it a touchdown here, we certainly can't get David Holtgrave in there. Kick a 3-point field goal.
Definitely, but I'm sure that the Bearcats are wanting to put this in the end zone.
Robert Schultz is back to pass. He's going out to Khalil. It's out there. Touchdown, Bearcats! What a beautiful pass.
That was unbelievable.
Number 23, I apologize. Not Khalil. That was Jordan Duff. Nobody else could catch that ball.
I mean, just a perfectly thrown ball.
One of the things I mentioned to Jeff Holbrook last week, Brian, is that maybe with a lead we can get in some of the younger players who haven't been in too much of the games yet this year, new to the program. Yeah. And one thing Jeff said, Coach Green is a stats man. And I said, well, would Coach it? And hopefully we can. Point after attempt is good. It's now 35-0. But you got to think that with a commanding lead like we have with 1:23 left in the first half, you got to be able to be confident enough that, hey, maybe we can get some of these guys in here.
Yeah, and it's really important to get those guys in. When I was a freshman, I actually started when I was a freshman, and I was not ready. I was not ready. That was just because we just didn't have the numbers and the talent that this team has.
Yeah.
It is important to get those guys the playing time because I think, although I wasn't very good when I was a freshman and got, had my share of hard hits. It did give me a lot of experience, and it gave me confidence as the year went on, and then as my career progressed at Country Day.
In to kick for the Bearcats is number 25, David Holtgrave. He's ready to take the ball. Number 11, Breeden Lacer Hallback is back to receive the kick. It's going to be down in the end zone. So the Rebels will take over on their own 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Again, if you want to have any shout-outs, email me. I'm at mtb4uk@insightbb.com. That's M as in Michael, T as in Thomas, B as in boy, the number 4, U as in University, K as in Kentucky, at insightbb.com. Let us know you're out there. Brian, we had somebody from Switzerland last week, a group from Houston, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia, Gainesville, Florida, Rome, Georgia. We had several people.
Rome, Georgia. I'm sure there were folks from Rome, Georgia.
It's going to be a
I think it might have been all of Rome, Georgia might have been listening.
According to Coach Green, Rome, Georgia is still very mad at us by recruiting our great defensive coach.
Yeah, if there's
Matt
anybody from Rome, Georgia listening, we appreciate it. We love Coach Green. We love Blake Rowland, and we love Coach Jones.
Absolutely. He talks a little funny.
He does.
Don't forget, folks, at halftime, we've got Bearcat at the half. It's going to be head coach of the ladies field hockey team, Amy Charasica. So I hope you're able to stay and talk to her, listen to her. As the clock runs down with 30 seconds left in the first half. This game's being brought to you by 852FX Sports Video and Live Streaming and iHigh.com. We certainly can't thank Kevin enough for being out here again this week. He's going to be with us most of the season this year, definitely all the home games. 4 seconds left, and they're just going to let the clock run out. Bearcats are winning 35-0. What a great first half of Bearcat football, Brian.
Definitely. They struggled a little bit, but then, really the defense has been the story in this game. I think their defense has done a fantastic job of holding them and making turnovers, and we had the pick six. So defense has really done a great job for this Bearcat team.
Well, this game's being sponsored by Kevin Sample and Kentuckiana Commercial Property Management. He specializes in full service management of all types of commercial real estate and has 20-plus years experience in the commercial real estate finance, leasing sales, and management industry. We certainly do appreciate him sponsoring this game. It's also being brought to you by Verizon 4G LTE mobile internet. It's halftime, folks. Bearcats are winning 35-0. Stay tuned. We're going to take a couple of minutes and then come back. We're going to have Amy
Cherasika. Amy.
Oh, you're actually videotaping me? We on?
Hello, Bearcat fans. This is Michael Bennett coming to you from the campus of Atherton High School in Louisville, Kentucky. Back for another week of Bearcat at the Half. We've got the head girls field hockey coach this week, Amy Cherasika. Amy, welcome. I appreciate you coming by and speaking to us for a few minutes.
My pleasure to be here.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, Amy. How long have you been at KCD?
This is my 6th year at KCD. I've been in Louisville for 11. I was at Ballard High School for 5 years before I got the job here, and I've just been. Every year it's been even more exciting. So,
what brought you over to KCD?
Honestly, Coach Green, my husband was coaching football over here, so I was helping the football team. So I kind of sneak over on Friday nights and cheer on the Bearcats a little bit. And I'd coached several of the players on the KCD team at kind of our club programs, and Coach Green just had a job offer for me to teach math half the day and be the associate athletic director, and I couldn't turn it down. I came to the school and did an interview, and really it was just a great place to be. So he kind of just went out of his way to reach out, and I'm so glad he did because it's been a blessed 6 years for sure. Well,
tell me about being the associate athletic director. Mm-hmm. What kind of responsibilities has Tim given you since you've been at KCD, and what is your ongoing role as the assistant athletic director?
Yes, I think one of the greatest things is he's really allowed me to be kind of ahead of the girls' programs. So I've kind of been allowed to take a role in a lead role in the field hockey team and the soccer teams, and help with the scheduling for them, help with paying the officials, just making sure that the coaches have what they need, whether that's ordering equipment, and just anything kind of administratively and helping out, especially like I said with the girls program. So that's been exciting for me to kind of add more of a female dimension to the athletic
Absolutely,
facility.
Because there is one of the things I mentioned last week to Jeff Holbrick, and I mentioned to Brian regarding KCD sports. It just seems like there's constant sports going on at KCD. It could be field hockey, girls field hockey. It could be boys and girls soccer. You got football. I mean, there's constantly something going on. A lot of student athletes out there every week, and a lot of cars out there.
There are. Yeah, I mean, today is, just speaking of, I was coaching my team till 5:30. Then stayed and watched 2 middle school games. We had a 7th grade game and an 8th grade game. And then, ran on over my 2 boys and came over to watch a football game. So it is great. I mean, there's always something going on. I think that's the great atmosphere of KCD, is having that K through 12 and really allowing the middle school kids to be a part of the high school action and the high school athletes to be a role model for those kids. And it's a great place. It really is. And it was a fun day for me because, like I said, got to see 3 games today. And all Bearcat victories so far, so I'm pretty excited.
Now, where are you from originally?
I'm from New York, about an hour above New York City, upstate New York, and lived there all my life. Went to a high school, John Jay High School, and I got recruited by Wake Forest to play field hockey in college. So played field hockey in college for 5 years there. I tore my ACL my sophomore year, so I had the luxury of actually graduating on time, but then getting my master's in teaching and playing 5 years for a phenomenal coach, Jen Averill, who I still love and is still the coach there. It was an amazing experience, and I met my husband Pi there, who's from Louisville and obviously went to KCD and has been coaching here. So long story short, I've been in Louisville for 11 years since then. So, yeah.
Amy, we've only got another 10 minutes and a half. We can't have these long stories now. So I'm just kidding.
I got to fill the air.
That's right. Well, I hear a lot of women can feel a lot of air. Let me tell you that. You've never met, well, you have met my wife.
Yes,
she feels a lot of air. So now tell me about, KCD has a rich history of field hockey there. Tell us a little bit about the history and where your team and your hopes of your team for a 2011 season.
Yeah, great question. I think KCD really has been known for their hockey program for pretty much since it started. I think what's one of the coolest things is with Bill Beam creating kind of the Athletic Hall of Fame hallway.
Yes.
The girls in the present day, including myself, who's only been there for 6 years and been in Louisville for 11, really doesn't know the background and the players that were amazing and All-Americans 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and I love that the tradition is rich and the girls can see in the hallway what the records are, who held them, what can they aspire to, and really look back and be like, wow, there are some really amazing players. So I think that's pretty awesome. Louisville field hockey has grown so much in the last, 10 years since I've been here. It's been a lot more competitive, which is great, but I also think the playing field has leveled out, which has been nice. We always have, 4 teams or so that are kind of dominating, if maybe, 2 on the upper echelon, but we have 20 teams now that play in Louisville, and
do you really?
Yeah, which is pretty amazing because it's been growing every year. The Oldham County teams joined, I think, about 2 years ago. It's been pretty amazing that the growth has really increased substantially over the last 10 years, and it's been exciting to watch. And I think a lot of that may have to do with the success of the U of L program as well. Pam Buston did a phenomenal job at U of L, and Justine Sauer, who's the new field hockey coach there, have really just brought a lot of, nationwide attention to Louisville and hockey, being ranked in the top 10, top 20, and really just having some great hockey down there. Their facilities are also so incredible. They host the Final Four almost every other year or so.
Really?
They do.
And
this year, actually, the Final Four for the NCAAs will be held in Louisville. So it's pretty exciting for our kids to be able to experience that, right down the road. Go on down and see the best hockey in the nation played right in their backyard.
And that could only help the programs, not just with Country Day, but throughout the whole city and the metropolitan area of Louisville.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Without a doubt, and I did not realize that. Now, you mentioned Bill Beam a couple of minutes ago, and, you had his daughter not too terribly long ago, Kelly Beam.
Correct.
And she was quite a player while she was at KCD. Now she's playing Division I field hockey for Ohio State.
Yep. Yes, sir.
And you've got another special player right now named Rachel Hurt.
Yes.
And Rachel was able to make a team that's really on the national level. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, Rachel Hirsch, she's a little stud. She's a sophomore on our team. She played varsity for us last year. One of the hardest working, coachable kids, I've ever been around. She just innately is a great athlete. She's fast, aggressive, but she's just got great stick work. Really good player, can read the field, and really we've put her everywhere. She played left back for us last year, played a little mid, played forward. You can put her anywhere. She's going to be successful, able to adapt, and just really flexible. She went to the Junior Olympics and made the elite team, which is probably one of the first players, in our history that have been able to do that. She's a great player, and she's so young, and I think she's got so much potential, and I'm really excited for her because she does want to play at that next level and taking all the right steps and doing all the right things, and her parents have been so supportive and just really gotten behind her and putting her in the right avenue. So I'm so excited. She's a great kid, and I hope she gets to go where she wants to go, and what's going to be good for their program and a good fit for her academically and athletically.
Talk about some of the other players that you have on the team besides Rachel, and what we look forward to in this year 2011 team.
Yeah, I have to say I've been very pleasantly surprised with our team thus far. We lost 11 seniors last year.
Oh my gosh!
Which was and about 7 starters. So 7 seniors.
Gosh.
So we lost a lot of leadership. That was one of the best classes KCD had, from the 5th grade all the way through. They were just a group that stuck together. And Paige Henry was one of the best players, I think, coming out of KCD, and she graduated last year. She's playing at DePaul next year. So we lost a lot of leadership, lost a lot of, talent. And So we were a little bit worried coming in. This is a rebuilding year a little bit. A lot of the kids just haven't played varsity before, or they were on the team but hadn't got a lot of playing time. But I have to say they have stepped up huge. We beat Ballard on Tuesday 2-0. We beat Mercy yesterday 4-2. So we've won our first. Thank you. We won our first 2 regular season games, and they've really been working so hard and are so coachable. They just want to learn and want to get better. They're super fit. We have a very small team this year, and I said in the beginning of the year, hey, listen, we're going to be running a lot because you're going to be playing a lot, and you need to be able to play 60 minutes if we want you to, and go hard and not have those lapses, not have those breakdowns, and they've really stepped up to that challenge. They've had great camaraderie and just, really been pushing one another at practice and getting themselves to the highest level they can be, at least at this, beginning, this start of the beginning of the season. So. Well,
from the team last season and the big senior group that you had, how many are playing in the next level?
Trying to think offhand, like Paige Henry from last year is playing. Sydney White, who's from a couple years ago, is at center. Chelsea Klein's at center. I'm going to forget people. Kelly Beam's at Ohio State. Sarah Anderson is at Appalachian State. Mary Clay, who just graduated 2 years ago and is now coaching and teaching for us at KCD. She went to Davidson. Gray Robinson is at Davidson. Courtney Toby was at Davidson. They both just graduated. So we got a handful. I know I'm forgetting several, I'm sure. But, the kids are really, what I think is awesome is they really use that athletic component of their talents, but also combine that with the, the academic prowess of KCD and just the intelligence they have. And, get to go to great schools and really not only get to do academically, get that academic knowledge, but they get to compete with great peers. And, to me, being on a team is unparalleled to anything. I mean, you learn so many valuable life lessons, and those are the friends that I still keep in touch with. You go through a lot of hard times, obstacles, goods and bads, ups and downs, and those are the people that you're really gonna stick with for a long time. So I'm happy for those girls who really were able to do that to the next level, because I think that's been great for them. And like I said, long-lasting friendships on top of just discipline and many other lessons that you learn from being on a team.
Now, talk about something. You've got something special coming up regarding cancer and field hockey. Tell me a little bit about that, and tell everybody out there that's listening to us.
We actually we just completed the tournament on Stick It to Cancer. We raised, I think, about $8,000 for cancer research, which was pretty awesome. This was the first annual Stick It to Cancer tournament, and what we wanted to do was kind of create an environment where all the teams involved were a part. So there was 9 of us in the tournament, and about 4 of the teams, I guess 4 to 6, we all hosted on a different day. So it was really nice. It wasn't just like, KCD hosting all the time or Collegiate hosting. Each team had a day where they hosted and put it on and had their own parent volunteers to collect donations at the gate. It was, a free tournament. Donations came piling in. We had online donations. We had raffles and sponsorships. And it was just absolutely incredible. I mean, for doing something, for the first time and raising that much money, we were just really excited about the outcome. And there's not really a person I know who doesn't know someone who's been affected by cancer, and so we were very excited about the cause. And like I said, hoping to make it even bigger next year. And now that people know about it, because it was something new that we weren't in the Apple tournament this year, we were in the Stick It to Cancer, and now people are like, oh, that's awesome. You raised this much money, and so I think the press will be out a little bit more even next year, and hopefully we can make it bigger than we did this year.
Congratulations! It's always a great cause when you do something like that for unfortunate diseases like cancer itself. So let's talk about iHigh for a minute. These guys are nice enough to come here and do the football games for us.
Yes.
You've got some broadcasts as well with the field hockey team. When is your next broadcast?
I think, I don't know the date offhand, but I know we're going to try to do a game versus Christian Academy and then a game versus Presentation as well home, which is awesome. And we did our broadcast on Tuesday, and as Kevin's told me, we've had about 800 or 900 hits, which is just awesome. And I said a big thank you to him. 9/8, thank you. September 8th is our next broadcast.
There you go.
Sacred Heart. I think for me, one of the greatest things, my parents live in North Carolina, and they knew it was a big game on Tuesday, and that was kind of one of our district ranking games. And, immediately after the game, I get a text like, congratulations. And it was just really cool, because I know they would love to be at, a lot of the games and just kind of see me coaching and see my players. I talk about them all the time, and for them to be involved. So that was just super, super great for them, and it just made me feel good that they could kind of be a part of the action, even though they're, 13, 14 hours away on the coast. So that was pretty cool.
Well, Amy, it's great meeting you.
Nice to meet you, too.
I wish you the best of luck to the 2011 season.
Thank you.
I hope you're able to come back in here and talk to us for a few more minutes.
I hope so. Thanks for having me.
Well, it's halftime, folks. With just a couple of minutes left in the halftime, Bearcats are winning 35-0. We'll be back with more Bearcat football after these messages.
During Watson's Big Summer Clearance Sale, get 40 to 75% off on new and floor model outdoor casual furniture sets. Complete 5-piece cast aluminum dining sets are priced as low as $4.99. Outdoor deep seating and wicker groups from $6.99. Get huge savings on beautiful home theater seating groups priced as low as $8.88 during the Big Summer Clearance Sale. Only at Watson's.
We have all the fun.
You're welcome.
You're watching a live broadcast on IHI by 852 FX. Be ready, ball in, game on. .852 FX. Be ready, ball in, game on.
All right. Who kicks the ball? Who kicks the ball?
Who kicks what?
Who kicks the football? Welcome back, Bearcat fans. This is Michael Bennett coming to you live from the campus of Atherton High School in Louisville, Kentucky. Bearcats are winning 35-0 over the Rebels. We've got just a couple of minutes left in the halftime, waiting for the start of the second half. Brian, talk to us about some of the statistics from the first half.
Well, and the first quarter we we had some struggles a little bit getting the ball moving, but we had the punt return of 57 yards, and we also had the Isaiah Brent 29-yard TD run. So we did have some movement. Let's see. But once again, looking at the defensive stats, though, they had 0 for 5 passing. They had 27 rush attempts for a total of 5 yards total. So, that alone, it's defense was the name of the game.
Volumes, absolutely.
Yeah, defense was the name of the game. Yeah, that was an amazing defensive first half of the Bearcats. There were some highlights. I think that we missed out on some opportunities, but Nick Gorman had a 4-yard TD run. Keith Miller had the 35-yard interception. And then we also had the great pass and catch by Jordan Duff.
Well, one of the things that Coach Riscotti made very clear to me as we get close to start the third quarter, KCD wants to control the line of scrimmage. They want to throw little 2-yard passes in the backfield that will hopefully create big gains like last week. One of the other things, the offense is still trying to figure itself out. We're not sure that one player is going to be playing this position at the end of the season.
Right.
So this is an entirely new group of players than last year's team. And we need to find out what and where they will perform successfully.
Yeah. And we were real close to having a much better quarter. Robert Schultz was 3 for 14 with 58 yards and a touchdown. Really
not his best first half.
The numbers really don't speak for how well he played and how many great balls he threw. But those obviously aren't the numbers that he is capable of. So I think that in the second half we're going to see a much improved Robert Schultz, and we had 6 rushes for 53 yards. So that's not bad. We're moving the ball on the ground.
Absolutely.
And then defensively, again, I mean, has been the key is the interceptions, the fumbles. They had 4 fumbles and we recovered 2 of them. So, those numbers right there really are what made that first half.
We want to thank Kevin Stammerman. Kevin's been here for the last 2 weeks with us doing the filming, setting us up, all for the Kentucky Country Day Bearcat Nation. He does video coaching, folks. You need him to come do some video coaching for you, some production specialists. You can reach him at 502-608-5288. Again, that number is 502-608-5288, or you can also reach him by email at kevin@852fx.com. Kevin Stammerman, he's your man as far as taking care of all this video, and we certainly do appreciate it again this week. And for all the home games that he'll be doing, our first home games next weekend against Wagner, 7:30.
That'll be an exciting
on the campus
game.
of Bearcats. We hope you can be there. Brian, what do you hope to see this second half?
Well, I think what we need to see the second half is no penalties, first off. That would be nice, but that's pretty much out the window. What we really want to see this second half is get the offense clicking a little bit better. I think we were so close on many attempts, but we just want to see the offense just make those plays that they're fully capable of making.
Well, we know they can do it because if we're not going to be able to improve in these games, then by the time we get to a team like Holy Cross, who is one of those teams we just haven't been able. It's kind of like
phenomenal.
Kentucky never being able to beat Tennessee or being able to beat Florida. One of these days it's going to happen, and I got to feel confident this team can beat Holy Cross. And I feel confident enough if it's not a close game, we will beat them. And this is our year to do it. So, but you got to improve in games like this.
Yeah, you definitely do. And I think that one of the things that I've seen, is to not get frustrated when you don't make the plays.
Great point.
Great tackle. Great job of tackling
by
there.
number 84 for the Bearcats. Jacob Curry, number 20. Dylan Thomas, who's the 5'9", 165-pound junior for
23. Jordan Duff was in there as well on the tackle.
Dylan plays for the Rebels, so he had that return. Not much of a gain there. Ball's going to be placed on the 9-yard line of the Rebels. It's going to be 1st and 10, Atherton.
But I think that really, when you get frustrated, it happened to me when I was playing, is, once you make mistakes and you beat yourself up about it, that makes you make more mistakes. So really just kind of keeping a level head and making mistakes and saying, hey, I made the mistake, but really using that to fuel the fire and not put it out.
Number 7, William Pelton comes out as quarterback for the Rebels. He's under center waiting for the snap. It's a handoff. Oh, gang tackle. Khalil Wilson right there, number 88.
Yeah,
and,
Khalil didn't make the tackle there, but he did a great job of stepping up and getting into that hole and making it hard for the runner to make a break outside.
You had number 33, Tommy Staferi, wrapping his arms around that guy.
Yeah.
Great one-on-one tackle. And, of course, Khalil coming from behind. Again, gang tackling.
Yeah, and plugging up holes. Yeah, plugging up holes and really just taking on the blocking backs. When you've got a fullback coming up, the guys like that need to come up and step up and just take him on. And even if they're not making the tackle, they're plugging that hole up so that other guys can make the play.
Pelton's under center. It's going to be handoff. Doesn't look like he got any kind of a gain there. It's going to be 3rd down, 7.
Looks like Cameron Sample, I think, was in on that tackle.
Cam does a great job again. He's one of those guys I love to talk about. Good-looking young guy, but he's built to play nothing but football.
And Tim, our Coach Green, loves those guys. He loves those guys that are built to play football.
Absolutely.
And if they're not built to play football, he'll make them built to play football.
Well, and it's not just with the muscle, but with the speed, too. They've done a great job with the speed.
Yeah.
Ball's ruled incomplete. It was intended for number 42, Jack Allgaier of the Rebels.
Speed is so important in high school football. If you've got
what
a
football
team,
isn't important?
well, especially in high school football, because you've got if you've got speed, then you really you have an advantage.
Yes, yeah. Back for the Bearcats to receive the bunt is number 32, Keith Miller. He's a 5'10", 172-pound senior for the
Block.
Bearcats.
Oh, goodness.
Almost tipped in the end zone.
That's a live ball, guys.
It is a live ball.
Jump
It's a
on it.
touchdown if he
There we
gets on
go.
it. It's a touchdown, Bearcats.
That's a touchdown. Yeah.
Bearcats were able to block that ball in the
Yes.
end zone. It's almost like they went in slow motion.
Yeah, they didn't realize. I'm standing up here doing a little. I became a fan there for a second. I was telling these guys to jump on the ball because it was a live ball, and they were kind of looking at it like it was a dead, ball. But
well, the score now is 41-0. Bearcats are taking again a commanding lead with 10 minutes, 13 seconds left in the third quarter. That touchdown's brought to you by Verizon 4G LTE mobile internet. And also 852 FX Sports and video and live streaming and iHigh.com. Holtgrave in for the point after tip. It's good. And now the Bearcats with a commanding lead.
I didn't get to see who made that hit, but I could hear it.
Oh, you certainly could. Not only could you hear it, you could feel it. But
Yeah.
we're going to take a break. Bearcats winning 42-0 over Atherton Rebels.
During Watson's Big Summer Clearance Sale, get 40 to 75% off on new and floor model outdoor casual furniture sets. Complete 5-piece cast aluminum dining sets are priced as low as $4.99. Outdoor deep seating and wicker groups from $6.99. Get huge savings on beautiful home theater seating groups priced as low as $8.88 during the Big Summer Clearance Sale. Only at Watson's.
We have all the fun.
Well, you will, because Jeff doesn't do some of the away games. All right, folks, we're back live. Bearcats are winning 42-0 over Atherton. We're here at the stadium, campus of Atherton High School in Louisville, Kentucky. 10 minutes, 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Bearcats just blocked a punt. David Holtgrave's out to make the kickoff. Hand it back over to the Rebels. Number 20 for the Rebels, Dylan Thomas with the kick after. We do have a flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Bearcats are flying to the football.
Yes, they are.
Personal
It's
foul.
going to be a personal foul against the Bearcats.
Well,
I didn't see anything happen, Brian.
Well, I think he might have the runner might have slipped and fallen, and he was coming in hard to make the play, and I think he was down and he hit him anyway. So that's one of those penalties that that you kind of don't mind too much. It's not it's not ideal.
Well,
but
wait a minute. You don't mind if it's on your team.
Well, but that guy, the player was really trying to make a play, and he was going full speed. So if that's the case, then it's better than one of those where you are where you go off sides or you make a mental mistake. That one was he just went too hard and he went past the whistle.
Oh, Rebels are going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 27-yard line. Oh, it's a run. Tackle was by
number 40, Marcus Fluellen.
Oh, Marcus Fluellen. I like to see him out there.
I like to say that name.
Fluellen's a great family there, Brian. Their youngest son is in my youngest son grade. So they
Very
played
nice.
together on the 7th and 8th grade team. So great family. He got a gain of about 2 yards. The ball's going to be placed on the 31-yard line. 9 minutes, 31 seconds left. Third quarter, Bearcats leading 42-0 over the Rebels. It's a run play. He's out to the side. Oh, boy, he's got a big hole out there. He's down to the 40, 35, 30-yard line. Tackle was by number 89 of the Bearcats, Josh Spurrier. He did a nice job getting out there. Might have some of the other players in than the starters. Great run right there.
Great run. Dylan Thomas on the run there.
Dylan gets it all the way to the 32-yard line. It's going to be first down 10 for the Rebels on the Bearcat 33-yard line. Number 7, William Pelton comes under center. It's a pass off again. Big run right there.
Nice hit by number 54.
Yeah, Cam Sample is who that is.
Cam make a big hit on the play right there. Really did a nice job of coming in and finding the runner.
Cam calls the plays for the defense, Brian. And anybody that wants to make the adjustments, it's going to be Khalil Wilson, number 88, and Tommy Stafari. They're going to make the adjustments. They're on each side, obviously, but he's in charge of this defense. He's the Robert Schultz of the defense.
Yeah, he looks like a
again.
player.
Fake pass. Tackle was by number 68, Dalen Norris.
Cameron's definitely built like a linebacker. He's got
yes, he is.
He's got the small neck and broad shoulders. Reminds me of a friend of mine, good friend of mine, and former Bearcat, Bernie Percani.
Oh, great!
Little shout out to him. I think he's listening to the game today. He was a great linebacker.
Ball's placed on the 26-yard line now, 3rd and 3. Oh, boy, big tackle for a huge loss right there. Number 56. That's Collier Clay, and number 72, Denny Fortney. Oh, we might have an injury right there. Number 20 for Atherton is Dylan Thomas. Yeah, he comes up a little hurt. But I think he's trying to walk it off. That goes for a loss of about 4 yards. About 6 yards. It's now 4th down 9. Ball's placed on the 30-yard line. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left. Again, the score is 42-0. Bearcats with a commanding lead.
One thing that the Bearcat defense does a great job is pursuing the ball, and they take the right angles. You don't have to be the fastest guy if you know how to take those angles.
Well, you can't say it enough, and I said it several times last week, Brian, and it's going to be timeout for the Rebels. But that's the one thing that this team has improved the most, says Coach Matt Jones, is that they now pursue better than and probably have the best linemen on defense than they've ever had at Country Day. But we're going to take a break. 6:58 left in the third quarter. Bearcats 42, Rebels 0. Bearcat fans, this broadcast is being brought to you by Verizon 4G LTE mobile internet and by 852FX Sports video and live streaming and iHigh.com. 4th down 8, balls on the 30-yard line. He's back to pass. Oh, he's wide open, and he just went the wrong route is the only thing I can assume.
Yeah, he was. He was definitely open. I think he just threw it over the wrong shoulder. Luckily for the Bearcats.
Absolutely. Well, the Bearcats are going to take over. First down, Bearcats. This first down is being brought to you by Verizon 4G LTE mobile internet. Ball's placed on the 30-yard line of the Bearcats. 1st and 10. Looks like we've got a few newer players out there right now. It's a run by number 4.
Good pick up there of about 5 yards. By number 4, Isaiah Brents.
Isaiah Brents, yep.
I think the Bearcats are going to start to run the ball a little bit more to burn some clock.
Yeah, you're getting to a point now you're scared to leave in all your starters. You want to save them, keep them fresh, not have some silly injury.
Right, yeah.
But he got a gain of 5 yards. Ball's being placed on the 36-yard line of the Bearcats. It's now 2nd down 5.
But at the same time, you still got to work on some of those plays that you want to gel, so you obviously are going to see a pass play here.
Well, we saw Blake Smith, who's a freshman quarterback, play a little bit at the end of the game last week at Shawnee.
Unless there's a draw. There's
Colts
a draw.
in the backfield. It is a draw. Tackle.
Ooh, and we've got a
tackles by
Rebel
number 25 of the Rebels.
But he's all right.
Jawan Jones. Pass was complete to number 23.
Yeah, you
Jordan
definitely don't. You're going to play a little bit more conservative, but at the same time, you don't want to play too conservative because then that's when guys get hurt. If you're just trying to run the clock out and not go full speed each play, that's when you can get little injuries.
Gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd down 2. Schultz is under center waiting the snap. It's going to be handoff. Out to Nick Gorman. Nick's got the first down. Nice run.
God.
He ran over number 3, Connor Stonecash of the Rebels. Just ran over him.
And I don't know if the viewers got to see Khalil Wilson on a crackback block. Just roached him. Is what we used to call it.
Absolutely. I wish I could have. We got Coach Matt Jones just down from us up here in the press box. I wish I could have had Justin Riscotti, because I know he was happy with Khalil on that play.
Yeah.
But,
I think Khalil was happy with Khalil on that play.
All right, first down's good. Brought to you by Verizon 4G LTE mobile internet. Schultz is in the backfield, shotgun position. Back to pass. He's got a guy. Oh, just a little underthrown. It was intended for number 88, Khalil Wilson. Ball come back to the 43-yard line of the Bearcats. Now 2nd and 10.
You've seen Robert struggle a little bit, but that these types of games are really going to be important for him later on in the season. He's going to be frustrated with himself. He's going to want to improve, and I think this could be a real big factor in driving him for future games.
Again, we certainly appreciate Kevin Stammerman coming out here. He does video coaching, production specialist. You can reach Kevin at 502-608-5288. Give Kevin a call if you need any kind of video production. He does a great job. With these Bearcat games. Schultz hands off to number 42, Nick Gorman. We can certainly thank number 25, the defender for Rebels, giving us another 3 or 4 yards right there on that play. That was Jawan Jones for the Rebels. Nick got a game about 6 yards. Ball's placed on the 43-yard line. Oh, correction. No, it's on the 49-yard line. 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 to go.
4 minutes left in this third quarter. Bearcats winning 42-0. Nice commanding lead. Schultz is lining up in the shotgun.
Even though they've got the lead, this is where you want to see them convert. This will be important for future games to really convert on these 3rd downs.
Oh! Ball's ruled incomplete. It was intended for number 23, Jordan Duff. A lot of truth to that, Brian. You bring up a great point where this almost becomes a scrimmage for the Bearcats anymore. You don't have to worry about having a lot of pressure getting the first downs, although I'm sure Coach Riscotti and Coach Green really wants to get the offense rolling. Not like we're trying to just throw dirt at the Rebels, but we're preparing this team for
future games. Definitely,
definitely.
Yeah, we're not trying to tack on more scores, but we do want to convert. And we want to convert on our 3rd downs, and we want to keep moving the chains.
Schultz with a beautiful kick, but unfortunately not a Bearcat bounce. It goes back to 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rebels of Atherton High School. Sun's already set if you're not here in Louisville. Beautiful night. Wasn't a cloud in the sky. Cooling off a little bit. But just as long as the rain clouds stay away, although we do need a little rain here in Louisville. 85 degrees. Thank you, Kevin Stammerman. I appreciate you showing me on your computer.
On it.
Listen, if there's anybody who wants to give a shout-out, email me. MTB, that's Michael Todd Bennett. The number 4 UK at insightbb.com. Love to hear from you. It's a handoff for the Rebels. There is a flag on the play.
I need to give a couple of shout-outs. I've got some friends, some former Bearcats that are listening and watching the broadcast that played on the 95-96 Bearcat squad. Bernie Percani, who I mentioned earlier, who went on to Lake Forest and was an All-American at Lake Forest. phenomenal.
The neighborhood here in Louisville.
Yeah, right.
Just kidding.
Phenomenal linebacker. Actually played with Ryan Urlacher's little brother, Casey Urlacher.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah. He started ahead of him. You know, he taught Casey how to play linebacker.
Wow.
If that's possible.
That's impressive.
But Bernie was a fantastic linebacker. If you looked at him, you wouldn't think that he would be that great, but he just had a nose for the ball, and he had the attitude of a linebacker, which is very, very important. Still has the attitude of a linebacker to this day.
Brian Urlacher is probably my favorite.
Yeah, he's fun to watch. He's fun to watch.
He's the most intense player.
Yeah, his brother Casey looks exactly like him, except he's
Poor
about
guy.
4 inches shorter. You know.
A penalty goes against the Rebels. A 5-yard penalty. Back to pass.
Nice play.
Oh, great tackle. Of course, the ball goes for incompletion. That's number 89, Josh Spurrier, on that hit. Credit him for a little intimidation to the Rebel receiver.
But I also have to give a shout out to my brother, who is former he played linebacker and tight end for the Bearcats in '92. So going even further back. But my brother Darren really helped me develop, and got to play a lot of backyard football, and helped me. Yeah, he really helped me become a better athlete. And I can't believe I just said that on the air. This is documented.
Ball still on the 25-yard line. Second down, 15 for the Rebels. Quarterback for the Rebels goes under center. Back to pass. Oh, he's scrambling. He can't decide. Oh, he's going to go up. It's about a 5-yard gain for the Rebels. Several guys over there to tackle.
Looked like number 58 was there on the play. No, I'm sorry.
Well, I know Jordan Duff was out there, number 23. He was hustling out there to get that
Jordan's
tackle.
been everywhere.
And probably number 68, Dalen North, is who you're probably talking about. Dalen, quick
Dale
player
did a
out
nice
there.
job.
Again, those guys have really worked out, working on not just their strength, but their speed, their agility, and it has really
looks
shown.
Like Jack Pike, number 8, is in the game. He's a freshman.
Terrific.
5'8", 146 pounds.
Number 40.
Marcus
Llewellyn. Yeah, his little brother's got to be proud of him. It's now 4th down. Ball still placed on the 30-yard line.
So
4th down, 10.
You were talking earlier about getting some guys in, and I think that he is starting to bring in some guys that don't get to see the field as much. So they're getting some valuable experience and doing a great job.
Well, just let me know, Brian, when you see a number 78. That's the guy I'm looking for. Guy by the name of Max Bennett, freshman.
Mad Max.
Good-looking guy, just like his dad.
Mad Max.
Max has absolutely loved this program. He's new to it. As far as it's going to be intercepted! Bearcats are going to take over. That catch was by number 32.
Keith Miller. That's his second interception of the day. He already had one interception and ran it back for a touchdown earlier.
Great job, and that ball was tipped. He had just incredible concentration after that ball was tipped to be able to catch it and make that interception. The ball is going to be placed on the 49-yard line of the Atherton Rebels. It's going to be 1st down, 10 Bearcats. That first down is brought to you by Verizon 4G LTE mobile internet and 852 FX sports video and live streaming and iHigh.com. We also want to thank Kevin Sample. Kevin Sample sponsoring this game for KCD. He's with Kentuckiana Commercial Property and Management. He specializes in full-service management of all types of commercial real estate and has 20-plus years of experience in the commercial real estate finance, leasing, sales, and management industry. He can tailor any kind of menu of services to meet any kind of need. So give him a call. His phone number is 502-479-3449. We certainly appreciate Kevin Sample sponsoring this game and allowing us to bring this to you live. from the campus of Atherton High School in Louisville, Kentucky. Ball still on the 49-yard line. Second down 10. Robert Schultz is still in. Big 6'4" junior. Highly recruited, Brian.
Yeah, he is phenomenal.
I'm still not surprised that the first strings is still in. They still struggle just a little bit. You got number 42, Nick Gorman, with that run right there. Gets a gain of about 6 yards. It's going to be second down 4.
Cameron did a nice job of pulling there and opening up some space on the outside.
Well, look at that. You see Khalil Wilson out there, number 88. He's congratulating Cam Sample. Cam made a big block.
Yeah.
Allowing Nick to get through that hole. We've got 50 seconds left in the third quarter.
It's every lineman's dream is the pull. When they get that opportunity to pull to really clean somebody's clock on the outside.
Yeah, absolutely. Schultz is in the backfield. Got trips out to the far side. One lone receiver out here closest to us. Nick Gorman's in the backfield. We got a penalty on the play. Preliminary signal is going to be offsides or false start. I'm sorry. Against the Bearcats, it is. False start against the Bearcats. That'll take it back just a few yards. Give him a chance to pass.
Yeah, exactly. This is the kind of thing that you don't want to see them do. You don't want to see them make mistakes and not convert. You want them to, even though the game is well in hand, you still want them to be crisp and you still want them to make the right plays and not make mistakes. So, that's the main thing you want to see from the Bearcats right now.
Well, let's see if they run a play. It's only 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Schultz is in the backfield. Shotgun. Ready to pass. He's out, running to the side. Makes a beautiful spiral pass. It's caught! That's the end of the third quarter, and he's got it going down. 5-10 touchdown, Bearcats! Oh, there is a penalty flag on the play, though. Number 23, Jordan Duff, with that beautiful catch. Beautiful pass by Robert Schultz.
We might have a clip or something. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's a shame.
I think we'll still get the reception and yardage, but we might. Yeah.
It's holding against the Bearcats.
Yeah. But it's from the spot of the foul, so he'll still get the yardage. It's not going to be that score. But that's unfortunate. That was a great toss.
Yeah, we've had a few miscues tonight, Brian. The defense has done a great job. The offense has done a pretty good job. One of the things that Coach Riscotti was telling me, they rate the players every game. They want to see a rating of over 85%.
Yeah.
Every game.
Yeah.
And they got about a 70, 75, some 80% last week. But they expected that for the first game. I don't know if they're going to get that high of a rating this game.
Yeah, I don't think that they will. But they really have the chance to make improvements. I think that they can be more. They can improve better as the year goes on from these mistakes.
Well, that's the end of the third quarter. Bearcats winning 42-0 over Atherton Rebels. All right, Bearcat fans, we're back. Beginning of the fourth quarter. It was a handoff to Nick Gorman, and unfortunately, number 42 coughed up the ball, so the Rebels are going to take over. It looks like the ball is going to be placed on the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rebels. Now that's the end of the third quarter.
Oh, they had to run a play on a penalty.
Right. You're right. All right, folks, that's the end of the third quarter. Bearcats with a commanding lead, 42-0 over the Atherton Rebels. This broadcast is being brought to you by Verizon 4G LTE mobile internet and 852FX Sports Video and Live Streaming and iHigh.com. We'll be back for the fourth quarter.
During Watson's Big Summer Clearance Sale, get 40 to 75% off on new and floor model outdoor casual furniture sets. Complete 5-piece cast aluminum dining sets are priced as low as $4.99. Outdoor deep seating and wicker groups from $6.99. Get huge savings on beautiful home theater seating groups priced as low as $8.88 during the Big Summer Clearance Sale. Only at Watson's.
We have all the fun.
Welcome back, Bearcat fans. Michael Bennett with Brian Winslow, KCD alumni from 1996. Certainly do appreciate you filling in for Jeff Holbrook, Brian.
I have had a blast. Anytime.
You've done a great job.
Anytime.
Definitely. We'll get you back here. Up here in the booth. Even if you're not on here the whole game, we'll have you come up for a quarter and talk to us.
I would love to. Nice
little
tackle.
run there. A fumble! Almost had it back.
Great tackle by number 23, Jordan Duff. Jordan did a nice job of getting his helmet on the ball and knocked it loose.
51, Joseph Wright of the Rebels was able to get that ball back. That's a shame, but hopefully we can get some of the other defensive players in, but we're seeing a few new ones coming in.
We were talking earlier about how, the offense is great and they might not have had the stellar offense that they had hoped to have tonight. But, I think the one thing that they will take away from this is that, they'll learn from these mistakes. So, the coaches will take all of these mistakes that they're making tonight and really.
Oh, nice one-on-one tackle. Right there, number 23, Jordan Duff. Great one-on-one tackle. Of course, it was a second and short play right there, but they got a pretty good gain.
They'll really take the mistakes that they're making and improve upon them throughout the rest of the year. So.
Absolutely. There is a flag on the play. I haven't seen a signal yet. It's going to be against the Rebels.
And you definitely want to see them struggle early on in the season like this. It's a little bit more understandable when it is early in the season and they're still trying to figure things out. Hopefully they won't make these mistakes later on in the season.
Exactly. Penalty on the play was holding against the Rebels. Ball is going to be placed on the 32-yard line. 10 minutes, 50 seconds left in the ball game. He's back to pass. It's complete. Oh, what a beautiful tackle. I can't tell if that's Jordan Duff. It is. Number 32, Jordan Duff. Great one-on-one tackle. I don't know if he might have gotten a couple yards there, Brian, but
they were
not much.
Trying to set up a screen there, but Jordan Duff did a great job of reading it, staying back, staying with the man, and making the tackle.
Ball is going to be placed on the 24-yard line of the Eagles.
Tell you what, the screen play, when I played, we ran screens quite a bit, and it always seemed to be a big gainer. And really, even in the collegiate level, screens, if they're run well, then they can be big gainers, and they're tough to defend. And
I remember distinctly watching Tim Couch and Keo Sanford making those short screens, or Craig Easton getting all kinds of yardage there. Nice play there by the Rebels. Pass was caught by number 42, Jack Algar.
I actually have a story about, you mentioned Craig East. When I was a freshman, we played Harrodsburg. This was one of my first games, and we played Harrodsburg. I'm on kickoff return. I'm a freshman, and I have my man that I'm supposed to block.
Right.
And I go back. He kicks it to our guy. I take my steps. I'm running towards the guy. He wasn't even looking at me. Was not even looking at me. Wasn't even running hard. And then about 10 yards away,
nice tackle by number 44. I believe that's Evan Mock. It is a freshman new to the program. It's nice to see Evan out there making a great one-on-one stop there, even though it does go for a pretty good gain. It's an 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2, ball's placed on the 46-yard line, 9 minutes left in the ball game.
So
Go
about
ahead,
10 yards away from me, he looked at me in the eye and accelerated faster than I've ever seen anyone accelerate in my life. And that man was Craig East. And he roached me.
Oh, right there.
Great play.
Great stop. Tackles by number
68. That's
Dylan Morris.
Yeah. Dalen did a nice job. Dalen Norris did a nice job of wrapping his man up and taking him down.
Goes for a loss of 1 yard. It's 3rd down 3. Ball's placed on the 45-yard line. Still making a nice rotation of defenders back and forth, getting some of the starters back in, giving them a rest, getting some of the new players in there, getting a few reps. And,
you got to, when you're putting in guys that don't have as much experience, you got to put them in there with some guys that do have experience. You know, you can't just throw all the guys that don't have any experience in at once.
Ball's on the 45-yard line. He's back to pass. Oh, he's almost tackled in the backfield, but gets it out there. Nice tackle by Dalen.
Dalen
doing
a really nice job.
But it does go good for a first down. Rebels.
He's down on the play. Let's hope he's all right.
We've got an injury timeout on the field. Is that Dalen Norris? Is it 68? Okay,
so.
It is. Yeah. Coach Mann is sitting right here next to me, able to tell me and identify that is Dalen Norris. So hopefully it's just knocked a little breath out of him.
Yeah, he came down. He brought his man down hard and kind of came down kind of funny, but he's all right.
He got a gain of 2 yards, and he is up, so he's going to be able to brush it off. So hopefully we'll get Dalen back in there.
Yeah,
he's walking it off, no big deal.
He came down pretty hard on top of the man, so probably got the wind knocked out of him.
That is good for a first down, Rebels. 1st and 10, ball's placed on the 49-yard line of the Rebels. That defense comes out just strutting, ready to play more.
See, we've still got a lot of the starters in, really. Yeah, Ben Rice.
We've got number 81, Travis Abrams, who's a freshman. 184 pounds, 6'2".
Number 78.
That's
Emilio
Zayas. Nice loss there.
So we got Evan Malks in. He's a 5'10 freshman, 145 pounds.
We got an email from Sarah Bryce. Sarah says, "Hey, Michael, shout out to the Winslow brothers." Bernie Perconti?
Yeah, I already gave Bernie. Bernie's done. I gave him all the run.
And the old timers. I've been around long enough to have seen them play as Bearcats. I don't know if I would have said that much, Sarah, but
the 96 Bearcats, we were good. We were good.
Loved hearing Coach Cherasik at the half and enjoy catching the action even though I couldn't make it to the game tonight. Hopefully, Sarah, you can be out for the first home game next week. Play was broken up by the Bearcats by number 32, Jordan Duff.
Well, I appreciate it, Sarah. The 96 Bearcats were a team to reckon with. Bernie Percani, Justin Martin, Mike Villavicencio, Andrew Ward, all
these guys now. Do you have any idea?
Bernie is he's in Louisville, and he works at the Boys and Girls Haven.
Oh,
he's
terrific.
Got a baby and another on the way. Married to Tiffany. And I was just with Bernie not too long ago. I'm helping him out, and some of the guys. Justin Martin is out in California.
Oh, nice tackle by number 44, Evan Mock, right there.
I can't forget Cole Cutchins. Cole Cutchins was another great Bearcat for the 96 team.
Gain of 5 yards for the Rebels. It's now 4th down 5.
74 is Max Bennett.
Oh!
Mad Max is in the game.
Yes, he is. I tell you what, he's I'm not allowed to say that's my baby boy, but I am proud of him.
I think you just said it. So
Brian Huss. No, I didn't. He's a freshman, 178 pounds, 5 foot 10 inches. Whole lot of guy out there. Oh, he's got him. Oh, he just had him. Oh, nice run. Nice run by number 7, William Pelton for the Rebels. Again, certainly do appreciate all the Bearcat Nation joining us tonight. We hope you join us next week. Our first home game, 7:30 on the campus of Kentucky Country Day. Look forward to seeing a big crowd out there. And we also appreciate all the Atherton Rebel fans out there listening to us. So not quite a good game for y'all to watch, but there's a lot of potential here. Again, the numbers are growing. Your coach has done a fantastic job. So we look forward to a lot of years of playing football against Atherton. Yeah, it looks like, Brian, that Coach Green's emptied the benches, so to say, and
yes,
put a lot of the younger players in.
Let these guys get some reps.
There's a halt to play. I'm not sure why. It's timeout. Timeout's been called. Timeouts by the Bearcats. This is being brought to you by Verizon 4G LTE mobile internet and 852 FX Sports Video and live streaming and iHigh.com. Folks, this is Bearcat football. Bearcats leading 42-0 over the Atherton Rebels.
We just won state.
It's an invasion. It's an invasion. It's an invasion.
It's chicken time.
It's an invasion. It's an invasion.
KYA loves KFC.
Oh, wow, look at that. All right, folks, we're back on. Michael Bennett here. Brian Winslow alongside of me. Brian, I tell you, even though it's a pretty dominating game by the Bearcats, Atherton really has a nice crowd out here, and they've remained for the whole game.
Yeah, they got a great band, got a great atmosphere out here.
A big run play by the Rebels, but there is a flag on the play. I'd have to say it's most likely holding. Tackle was by number 32, Jordan Duff. We'll wait for a few minutes to see what the signal is. Yeah, it's holding against the Rebels. Ball will be taken back. Right now the ball is placed on the 27-yard line, so it'll be on the 37-yard line for a 10-yard penalty. 4 minutes, 33 seconds left in this ball game. Bearcats obviously will be 2-0. Hope to go 3-0 next week against Wagner.
I'm very interested in that game. I will be excited to see the Bearcats in action. I don't know how good Wagner is. I'm not seeing. I didn't see the results last week. I don't know who they played or how good they are.
I'm not sure, but one of the things I talked to with Coach Green and Coach Griscotti and Coach Jones for that fact, they did a great job, they being Coach Green, with the scheduling, because it's extremely favorable for a very successful season. Of course, we started out with Shawnee. We get a little tougher with Atherton. We get a little tougher with Wagner. Then we got Carroll County, Iroquois, Breckenridge County, and then a bye week, and then that big game we're all looking forward to, and that's Holy Cross at Holy Cross. So, Bearcat fans, I do look forward to you. September 7th, we'll be on again live, 7:30.
I know that bye week and then having Holy Cross after the bye week was no accident. That was no accident.
Absolutely. Get those kids to rest a little. And
I mean, Coach Green went to Vanderbilt. So.
So?
I mean, he didn't go there to just play football.
My wife went to Vanderbilt.
It's a great school.
It's a very good school.
Just not a very good football team.
Well, yes and no. They do have a lot of very successful players.
They do.
Real skills players.
Yeah, they do.
In the NFL. They
made
it to the next level.
Well, Will Wolford, one of the most I'm sure he's probably one of the most successful players that's come out of Vanderbilt.
Absolutely. Well, and one of the things that Vanderbilt did for the first time this year, they have recruited their first and signed their first 5-star player in school history.
Yeah.
So Vanderbilt is on the up.
They are, and it's a tough. I mean, they're obviously in one of the, if not the toughest conference for football. I mean, they got to recruit against the Georgias, the Floridas, all those teams down south, and then they've also got high academic standards and really make it tough to recruit some of the 5-star guys.
Number 7, William Pelton with the keeper. Brought down by number 81, Travis Abrams. Freshman, 184-pound, 6'2" player out there.
I think
nice
Coach,
job by him.
I think Coach Green might have been a 5-star guy, though. Maybe just a 4-star.
I don't know if he was 5-star at anything.
He was a 4-star. 4-star.
I never know what to call him. Coach Green, Dr. Green, whichever one it is has to be.
He likes to be called Dr. Coach Tim Green.
That field goal was by number 7, the quarterback. William Pelton just missed it. That was a nice kick by him.
That was a nice kick.
I hate to see that. Hoping to see a little score by them, but I know Coach Matt Jones is excited.
Pitch the shutout.
Absolutely. 2 shutouts in a row. They've done a great job on the defense.
Yeah, the defense. Yeah, the defense has just done a great job this game. Really, they were the story in the first half. They,
yes.
With only,
yes.
We had it was 58 yards passing and 53 yards rushing in the first half, but we were still up, by quite a bit. I've even forgotten how much we were up by because we scored about 3 touchdowns in the last couple minutes.
Number 12, Blake Phillips, freshman, 6 foot, 170-pound freshman out there, taking over for Robert Schultz. 1 minute, 46 seconds left in this ball game. Bearcats are taking over on the 29-yard line. There is timeout on the field. We're going to take a break. This is Bearcat football. Bearcats winning 42-0 over Atherton Rebels. Special teams. All right, Bearcat fans, this game's being brought to you by Kevin Sample and the Kentuckiana Commercial Property Management. If anyone out there would like to sponsor a game for the Bearcats, please don't hesitate to contact our athletic director and head football coach, Tim Green.
Dr. Coach Tim Green.
Thanks, Brian. Again, you did go to IU, we understand. Beautiful pass by Blake Phillips, but unfortunately goes incomplete.
Now, that
pass was intended for number 8, Jack Pike, another freshman out there. I'm sorry, Brian.
What is your alma mater?
I went to Christian Academy.
Okay.
And then
we won't hold that against you.
And
then where'd you go to college?
University of Kentucky.
2 strikes against you. 2 strikes. Actually,
we can turn the camera around and have a fist fight if you want, but
that's after the game.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Bonus footage.
I think I can take you. You had 18 holes of golf. I think you're worn out. I had to work today. Some people have to get out there and work and make a living. Oh, my God.
The golf was work. That was a lot of work.
Well, we got about 1 minute, 20 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Bearcats up 42-0. Got a gain of about 1 yard. It's now 3rd down, 9 to go. Ball's on the 29-yard line. Blake Phillips is in. Freshman quarterback, came over from Cameron High School. Threw for a lot of yardage last year, Brian. He threw for over 1,000 yards last year. looking forward to him. A lot of years seeing him play for the Bearcats when our good friend Robert Schultz graduates.
Yeah, it's good to know that, if you've got a great quarterback, it's also good to know to have one in the pipeline, too.
We got either a penalty, too much time, no timeout. We had a little confusion on the play there with all the new players.
Yeah.
But 39 seconds left. We're going to take a break.
During Watson's Big Summer Clearance Sale, get 40 to 75% off on new and floor model outdoor casual furniture sets. Complete 5-piece cast aluminum dining sets are priced as low as $4.99. Outdoor deep seating and wicker groups from $6.99. Get huge savings on beautiful home theater seating groups priced as low as $8.88 during the Big Summer Clearance Sale. Only at Watson's.
We have all the fun.
With 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter, Bearcats dominating 42-0 over the Atherton Rebels. You know the game is over. We've had Coach Matt Jones and all the defensive coaches in here with us up in the press box. You know the game's over, Brian, when they're packing up and headed back down to the sidelines.
Yeah. It's always a good sign when there are no coaches around and they're confident this game is in the bag.
Number 3, Samadi Baridi on that run. A little bit of a gain there, but it's now fourth down, 20 seconds left in the game. I expect that that's probably going to be the end of the ball game. It's been a great time, Brian. I appreciate you being with me.
I have had a blast. I really appreciate you having me on here, and I hope I did a good job. I hope I've added to the broadcast.
Other than being from IU, sure, you've done a fantastic job. But
there we
certainly
go.
Do appreciate Kevin Sample.
Yes,
and sponsoring this game. Kevin with Kentuckiana Commercial Property Management. You can reach Kevin at his office, 502-479-3449, and we certainly also appreciate those guys at 852 FX Sports Video and live streaming at ihide.com and Verizon 4G LTE mobile internet. That's the ball game, folks. Bearcats 42, Atherton Rebels 0. We look forward to another broadcast next week. 7:30 we'll be at KCD. Hope to see a big crowd, and certainly do appreciate you listening. Take care, folks. Have a great week.